guys, welcome back to the Imaxit football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're a big member of the channel, keep on doing that great work by sharing the contents far and wide. So, as you can see by the title, it's very clear. Oh, can Jamaica Reggae Boyz get success? Obviously, you know that the Reggae Boyz entails from pretty much 15 years old go straight up to the nationals. But we seem to have some problems right in between the preparation and fully the system as well. So those are the things that we're going to be looking at. We have the under 17s overseas roster and also a locally printed rosters. We are going to go through it and give it to you, and then we have to talk about Hutchinson, and we have to talk about a few promising signs as well, in that we saw, because I have to work on it that way. I want to be I want to be organized. That's the best thing I'm trying to achieve. All right. Yes. So that's the first thing. So, anyways, let me pull this one up. We have Omari Hutchinson on the table. Yes, but before we go anywhere, this video, I want you guys, once you're passing through and you're a Jamaican, obviously you guys said you support all Jamaicans. So and we have a person here, which is Grammy Family Promotion. We will put his link in the description. He's doing music and all of those stuff. So if you want, you can go and definitely support him. Just because I'm doing this thing a little bit fast, that's the reason why I never actually put the link in it. But definitely the link will be in the description and also under the pin link. So you can go there and support another brother, which is a Jamaican. All right, no problem. So anyways, let me start right here in terms of the squad. All right. So first, for this under 17 World Cup qualifications. It was listed from Concacaf that it's going to be aired at a certain time. We dealt with that already on separate videos. All right, so you can go and check that out for yourself. And then from that point now, people ask questions. How it's going to go? Is it going to go straight to the Jamaican local players? Yeah, that's one of the signs, that the first thing they came out with. And then the JFF said that they're going to try their best to incorporate as much personnel as possible. Right. So anyways, they did a camp, which I have footage for. The problem is the footage, I can't get it up on the Discord. So what I'm going to do when I do put the footage, I'm going to post it separate. So after this video, you can get everything connected to it. All right. So don't worry yourself. You will get it connected nonetheless. All right. Because, that's me. I try to be organized every single time. So anyways, now, that footage came out. So that means they try to construct something overseas to at least give other personnel a look in. All right. So that's one of the trials. So they did have a overseas trial. So that is some improvement. We have to give people credit where it's due. All right. That is some improvement. All right. Yes. And then now they have listed. It simply means it's not a squad. It's just a listed trial squad. So obviously when you list something, you put it together, and then after that you look, you assess it, and if you assess it. I don't know who is a talent identifier. I don't know. All right. And I pretty much don't care either. You understand me? Yes. So if those guys at the end don't select the players that you heard about, then you can have a conversation. But for me, all I do is just try to make sure I put the information out for you, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Just try to give you the information. All right. Yes. So let me make sure, and this video won't pass 2 hours. 2 hours max. That's it. All right. Nothing more. 2 hours max. Yes. So, anyways, that was the first one overseas. I will post that for you, so you will get it. Both things. So then now, if you're inside Jamaica, what you can do now is go to those places, see these things, these trials, and then you can assess for yourself if you don't see certain personnels in the team. Or if you can ask, this is the next question to, because I heard this around, that most of the lower tiers should have limited amount of overseas personnel in it. But you know my stance on that already. From you can do the job, you do the job. And no one should get paid to not do something. I've always been strict on that. You get paid for, you get the reward, you get rewarded for what you have done, not get rewarded because you're Jamaican. I have never sold that, and I will never sold that. So under 15, under 12, under 0, if you're the best player, you get selected. Because you know why? Two things. The reason why I've always said that. What if you're 16, you're playing for a club, right? Everyone would agree. So what the club doing for you then? You don't need a national team to do nothing from you. So no level should not be restricted. Hear me? Should be restricted. No level. Obviously, if you have talent, you have talent because you have the Manning Cup. That is not the Jamaica Reggae Boyz Manning Cup. They're playing on their own, and we are seeing talents ourselves. So the talent identifier should put them up against someone else, and if they are good enough, they will be in the team. Period. That's how I view things. If it's wrong on your side, no problem. But that's the way I do view things. All right, let me make sure big up the personals them that came in the chat. Island Cart, big up yourself. How are you doing, man? Big up JD Omar need to be in the national team. We are gonna detail, man. Big up yourself, Bala Kurt. Thanks for being here. Then we have Ian, big up yourself. World Cup finished, so back to Jamaica football. World Cup is not finished. Clearly you're not taking part in the World Cup quest. And I'm not back to Jamaica football. I'm just doing this video, then I go back to doing my work. All right. Yes. Jason, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Joseph, big up yourself, the KFC boss. Yes, man, I'm doing my thing, man. Tyrone Williams, big up yourself. I am okay, man. I'm okay. These are those, I have these information for maybe like 3-4 days, so I wanted to make sure I do get it out. Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. JD, you see, Nobala in a Belgium can play for Jamaica senior, and no, I don't know. And if I would no, I definitely would share it 100%. That's very easy. Yeah, 1 second. Let me just share it here because some of these people. You want to turn up 4 hours in a stream? I'm not into that with them. You have to just pretty much stay. If they miss it, they miss it. They reach it. Let me just get this up on the screen, guys, so I can give it to you. All right. Yes, I was trying to get it on my computer, but I'm having some struggles to get it on my computer. All right. You know what? I think I can still get it on my computer. I will. Don't worry yourself. RNO, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. We are loving life and life's work. Yeah, man, 100%, man. But I just want to make sure we are on the equal frame. So, would you censored situations like would you say oh, because it's under 17 and under 15? If that's what you believe in, please share it with me. If that's what you believe in, what say you? If that's what you believe in, what say you? In terms of okay, it's under 15, so it's for development. So I'm going to limit it to the amount of Jamaicans, basically, because this is what people said to me. Jamaicans must be in it. Local Jamaicans must be in it. But I knew what they meant, so I'm not going to use that term. They said Jamaicans must be in it. So they mean local Jamaicans must be in it. Are you looking at it to say that if a player is good enough to make the under 15 and under 17, he should be in it, or he should just be in it because he's a Jamaican born and it's going to help development for Jamaica? I see the opposite. I actually see the opposite of that. I would love from hear from you, but I see the opposite. Under 15, under 17, under 20. The first thing is, if they are playing for the under 15s and they have the development already and they are higher than the next one, what tells you that they're not going to develop fast enough to go at the national team or the other level? So, if, for instance, you're at under 17. What give you the takes to say that, okay, if it's 24 overseas players better than everyone and they're in the team? What gives you the take to say that, okay, this man will evolve in time and we're going to have 24 already well thought out personnel ready to represent? So why is it we have to always put that? Because I don't understand. I don't really understand, because the conversation that I had with the person, he was saying, oh, no, no, we have to make sure we have some people inside from local in it, even if they're not as good as the other guys them, because they don't know what would happen. Oh, you mean they don't know what will happen? If they are willing to represent you from um 15 years old, what happened to them? Their feet are broken when when they do reach 20. No, I really want to know. Guys, no censorship should be in no level. Don't let anybody fool you and come with a bag of words gymnastic. It makes no logical sense. You have a club when you're 15 years old. You have a Manning Cup that you can play in. That, that's supposed to be good enough for you to be getting your visuals them. All right, so people can see you. And if you're good enough, you will be in it. Because I truly believe that if a under 17 or under 20 can come up and Satchel and those guys are under the age, they're going to put them in it. It doesn't matter if it's Omari Hutchinson coming for the under 20s, they're going to put Satchel in it. You know why? Because Omari Hutchinson show some promise at a higher level, but Satchel show some promise at the Manning Cup. You don't necessarily need to pick a player based off what he didn't do. I still can't see around it. Maybe I'm just a person of too much principle. So I would love for people to educate me on that. Yes. No Brazil, no World Cup. Okay, okay. G Saguna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Blessings, blessings, Africans. We need to know because we have Bala all over. Yes, we have Bala everywhere, but I want to have a conversation. You get me? Yes, I really want to have a conversation, because sometimes people say things, and you guys suck it up, and then come back to me now, and I'm saying, but it makes no sense. It makes no sense, like literally no sense. If it's 24 overseas players come to play for Jamaica at 15 years old, guys, they can represent at 25 years old. So don't let anyone tell you that, oh, football will be dead. What? Sometimes people call me and I'm saying, bro, we have other response. Why are we trying to take the responsibility of the people inside the country that should do their jobs? If a man don't develop, it's not the JFF fault. It's not the national team fault. It's your club's fault. So if all right, look how life funny. When Liam Bailey went to, I'm gonna get back to the paper now, because we need to put the paper up and everything. When Liam Bailey went to Aston Villa, and he was injured every time. The first thing people said, the German league never prepared him for the English league, because the English league is rougher. And I'm saying, wow, nice. All right. So you put the responsibility on the German league, right? So where the under 15, 16 youths coming from to make the national team? They are not sitting at their hosts. You see where I'm coming from? They're not sitting at their house, they're sitting at a club. They're signed to a club. So that's how you saw them, or you saw them in the Manning Cup, and they're scouted for a club. So what does that club do? You understand me? Why it has to be okay? No, they need extra development. Or why the club can't develop players? We saw players getting moved to go overseas from in the JPL. So why is it you necessarily need to put people in a team? You don't need people in a team, guys. Don't listen to word gymnastic. People will seem like they know what they're talking about, but they don't know nothing what they're talking about. No level of no part in the Reggae Boyz need to force feed people. None. All right, because you have football clubs for a reason. People do their jobs and you work with it there. So let me just move on towards the under 17 local Rasta now. Local Rasta. All right, big up yourself, Professional Pro Club. Thanks for being here. And if you disagree with me, then no problem, please, because this is a discussion panel. So you explain to me, and then I'm gonna give you my rebuttal. I'm not gonna shout, not gonna get angry or nothing, because we're just trying to have a conversation. But I am telling you from a different side that I know you never saw it. You know you never saw it. All right. It's discrimination. Yeah, bossy. There. Big up yourself. Yeah, JD. We both know that them don't overseas player at them at all. Yes, but tell you what, if a person don't show me something, I don't want to blame them for it. You understand me? So because you say you want to do something, I want to make sure I wait until you do something. But I'm just trying to remove those roadblocks. So if 24 kids turn up and they're better, you don't come and tell me that, oh, it is because you have to put 16 and 5 and 4. It makes no logical sense. All right. Yes. So let me move on to right here now. Right here. So let me read from the top so you know where it's coming from. Jamaica Football Federation Limited. All right. So you know it's an official article. I'm going to try and get the article on the screen so you can get to see it. Date December 9th, 2022. The Jamaica Football Federation is one of the confirmed member associations participating in the 2023 Concacaf Under 17 Championship. The Jamaica Football Federation is pleased that the player name has expressed interest in representing the Jamaica National Under 17s at the championship, which will take place in Antigua, Guatemala Guatemala City. All right. Yes, from February 11th to 11th to the 26th. All right, 11th to the 26th. Fear. And they said these are some of the personnels that already maybe signed up, like, because it's going to be a trials, but you still have to give consent. So if you do make it in the end, they can just go ahead and don't have to ask you again for that consent. All right, they don't have to ask you 2 times for the same consent. So that's why they're putting out this. So if you don't get it, that's what I'm saying. The championship is the avenue to qualify for the 2023 Under 17 FIFA World Cup. The players listed below have been listed for a trial slash training at UAJFF Captain Horace Porrell Center of Excellence, Jamaica, in preparation for the upcoming championship. The federation strongly advised that each player should be in possession of a valid Jamaica passport. If not, please make the necessary arrangement to acquire that passport. All right. So that's what they have said. So they're just, I like the way they formulated it. They did everything right there. All right. Required date December 12th to 16th. All right. So December 12th, which is today, to 16th. Arrival time 3 p.m. All right. So you will hear additional information coming out. The Jamaica Football Federation would appreciate you granting the necessary time off to participate in this national assignment. All right. Due to the current state of the pandemic, the Jamaica Football Federation (JFF) continues to be guided by our medical committee to ensure that the health and safety of our players and staff are paramount. While we continue to adhere to the COVID-19 protocol guidelines provided by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the World Health Organization, and the event organizer, we look forward to a favorable response. So this is directly one of the letters came out, all right, and it's signed by the president. So these are the names that made the list. So if you're watching the Manning Cup, these are the names: Garfield Tomlinson, Garvey Masaya High School, Tyreek McKinley, Garvey Maceo, O'Neill Edley, Glenmuir High, Carlton Brown, Mona High School, Javin Williams, Manning's School, Ahir Dixon, York Castle High, which I like a lot of the players on York Castle, Raji Taylor, Kingston College, all right, Gooden, St. Alex Xavier Gooden, Saint Stats. All right. Dante Peralta, Mona High School, Ronaldo Ichman, Veer Technical High School, Nation Bolt Barrett, Clarendon College, Jason White, Glenmuir High School, Ronaldo Barrett, Idel High School, Adrian Reed, St. George's High School, Malik Robinson, Garvey Masaya High School, Whew. All right. My God, DeAndre, Gallimore, Clarendon, College, Jamani Bell, Woolmer's Boys School, Dillian, John, Jamaica College, Cohen from Denby High, Denzel Mackenzie, Mona High School, Damario Bailey, Kingston College, Leigh Murray, St. Jago High, Orion Watson, Glenmuir High School, and Jada Vane Wall, Excelsior High School. All right, so those are the individuals. I'm trying to work it on the screen so you can get it yourself. All right, yes, so those are the individuals for a trial. There is no final roster. There is not a roster, nothing. Those are the some players that they put together according to the paper. All right. So it's very much important that I put it there. That's why I never put anything saying trials. I'm saying roster or nothing. This is just a next part comparable to the other part that they did overseas. All right. Yes. So you have to put both together, and then they're gonna pick from it, I assume, because you can't pick players that you never saw. So it has to be these individuals. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try and send this via email to myself, and then all right, so that is perfect. I will send it via email and put it on the screen so you guys can see it. DNA, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Did the JFF call it the local U17 squad or just U17? No, it's a local trial squad. It never called no, and it never called no. It didn't never say no squad or nothing at all. So I'm not gonna come here and lie on them. It literally said, I'm putting it up on the screen so you will get to see it. You know, that's why I like to come here to clarify certain things, because people call me and ask me, oh, is it no overseas guys in the team? And I'm saying, but I have the thing for 2 days. I was just sick. That's why I never did it. But misinformation always goes around, you know, and so that's why sometimes it's good for me to chop it up. If players look good today, there are no guarantees that they will develop. The best case is trying to find a blend of the best players available. Javin is a good defender. All right. Gooden most deserve. Hope he takes the chance. All right. No, but guys, we don't want to say this is a chance for him. You know, this is this is like he's going to be there. You know, they are going to be on a trials. That doesn't mean they're going to be the final one. So that's why I have to give it like this. So if he doesn't make it, you can't tell me that I had said that, because I don't put out misinformation. Make sure to read it 15 times to make sure I can give you the accurate one. All right? Yes, man. So but give me a second. Let me put it up here. Let me make sure I can send it to this. Imaxit Football 30. I think this is it. Right. So I can get it. Once I can get it. 1 second, guys. So I can put it up here because I'm just trying to get it via the email so I can pull it out for you so you can get to see it yourself. All right. All right. Where is this thing, man? Big up, man. Big up all of you guys that came in. I will drop the link, so if people want to come in, they can come in and have a conversation, but just be respectful. I want this to finish in 2 hours. Be respectful, and we can have that conversation. All right? Yes, I have no problem. I like to learn, and I'm always wanting to be informative. All right, not misleading. You get me? Yes. All right. I'm trying to get this over to the Imaxit thing. All right. All right. So you guys, let's wait until we put it up on the screen so you can get to see it. It just give me a little time. Sorry. Mr. Butler has 6 players at the trial. Yes, but he had a similar amount at the last one as well. So to be honest, it's the same thing. Nothing changes. The problem is when people go on, they tend to drop off information just to fit the narrative. You understand me? Because Mr. Butler had a lot of players at the last trials. It's just they weren't selected. That was the difference. So we have to carry the information accurate towards the next stop. All right, because that's where we cause unnecessary problem when we don't carry the information properly. All right, so I don't have the line. Hello. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? You're calling in on the phone. You want to come on the show? That's let me plug it in 1 second because I had dropped the link, but no problem. Let me turn up this because I have to do too much adjustments. That's why I don't use the phone anymore. I am trying to get away from the phone, but no problem. Continue. Sorry about that. Yeah.
I'm on the show now.
Yes, we are here now. We are here now.
Yes. I just recently came back from the Miami Fort Lauderdale area,
Yes.
and I met a friend of mine who's a coach up there, telling me there was a Jamaica under 17 trials in St. Lucie. Do you have any feedback on that trials and how many players they would have selected for that trials for the under 17 national team?
No, no. A final squad has not been selected as yet. But what they did, they continued with that. So they did a 2 day program, the Saturday and the Sunday. I don't get any final report on it to say that they have the actually write of any one of the players them. But at least we knew that a lot of players took part in it. So that's a good one. But now the difference, what I just did, I just put out the others from the Jamaican side because obviously it would make sense to send them to or America to make them train with the other ones. So that's what they did. So we're just reporting on the Jamaican one now, but and let people know that you had a trials, and I will be posting the trials. It's because I have some little sending issues via my thing, my emails. That's why, because I do have the files and everything to put out.
Okay. Who's the coach of the under 17 team?
It should be what's the guy name from he's coaching the Garvey must say as well. What's his name again, man? God. Someone will drop it in the chat. I always forget his name, but he was the head coach. He was the temporary head coach the other day as well. Oh my God, man! What's
Okay.
some Garden, Mirren Garden, Mirren Garden, Mirren Garden, Mirren Garden. That's the
Okay.
name. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's give us his support and hope that Jamaica will represent themselves well at the tournament and hope they get the necessary preparation and select the right fit, the right persons for the team so that everybody play collectively as a team. That is very important.
Yeah, but what I want to ask you, right? What say you in life? Like, are you okay with this method? Like, for instance, because I like to learn, so I would love for you to educate me on this one. A
Mhm.
friend called me. A friend called me. I'm putting up, guys. I'm putting up the actual documents now, so you can get to see it. A friend called me the other day, and he's saying to me, JD, that if they started the conversation because it's always like this, it's always like this, the conversation when they are having it, because they thought that I'm going to get upset, but I'm not a person like that because I'm trying to learn. So he said to me, so JD, you don't think you can't rethink the behavior of saying that at under 15 any best player should play for the country. It should not be because he's saying that, oh, you said the other day that some of the guys them need some extra development in the Manning Cup and stuff, and so clearly that we don't have those things. So he wanted me to backtrack my conversation to say that yes, we should cap the under 15 and 17 to more local guys and then put some balance at the overseas guys on it. What say you? Because I said no, hell no. I think clubs, enough club football and also Money Cup can elevate people's standard because people get in contract. The national team should always reserve for what you do in other leagues to get you some beneficial treatment towards the final product. So the national team should always be a final product. So what say you? You disagree with me, or you're on that same side?
Well, let me answer your question this way. I think that the national team should be a blend of local players and international players because when we see the Manning Cup and we play the Manning Cup, we say and they perform well. We say, "Oh, this guy's great."
Mm-hmm,
But when you see a person from a different league plays,
mm-hmm.
you see a different standard of play. So you need a mixture of local players and international players because everybody is not at the same standard.
Yes,
And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I think
Mm-hmm,
that You gotta have all local players because you have to have some because the local players bring some level of professionalism to the team, which sometimes the Caribbean players lack in professionalism.
Oh, what you mean?
And
What you mean
I think
when you say the professionalism? You mean the overseas guys and bring the professionalism because that's what
correct,
previous coaches
correct,
said.
correct,
Okay,
correct,
okay, all right.
correct. Overseas players bring some level of professionalism because I remember one national coach told me in Antigua, because I'm from Antigua, I
Mm-hmm.
like to watch the Jamaican bloggers, is
Yes, yes.
when the overseas players showed up to practice, you see a different mentality with the local players because these overseas players bring some level of maturity, a level of experience, and a level of professionalism to the training sessions. And you need that. You need that elevation within the squad, the intensity, because these guys have been day out and day in trained on the intense conditions, you know. So I think we can't just rely on the local players alone. You need to have a mixture, and all that proper mixture is also depend on the selectors, the head coach, and the selectors of the team. So they have to have a proper mixture of players, so the team could be at the best, can perform at the best level.
Okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Because I just wanted to ask you where would you stand? But for me, the reason why I said I don't necessarily care who want to be in the team if it's 15 or 25. Anyone that are the best and can work to get the job done, I would like that. I just don't like the style that people come in to say that no, you have to have two local or three locals in it. I don't think you necessarily need to have none. If you're not good enough, you don't need to have it.
I think,
That's no. I'm just trying to
no,
give you
no,
my
no. But
state. No, I'm just trying to give because I think football should not go around politics. It should go about your ability. So if your ability is to add value, then you can be a part of it. But you should not be there because you're a local. Because I don't see what a local or overseas guys does different from an actual ability, like your ability. So I keep things to ability and what you want me to do.
what what you gotta be one, I understand your point and I accept your point of view. I respect that. But what you have to be guarded from is that in Antigua,
Hmm.
they have a particular Premier League team that have predominantly foreign players. And
Hmm.
the people in that community cannot identify with that team because there's no close connection
Yeah,
with the team.
yeah.
Okay? So it's
Hmm.
like mercenary players.
Very
So
good
you have to
point.
be
Very good
careful.
point. Very good
Yeah,
point.
you have to be very careful because I think a national team should be the local player should have be at a high standard be on to be selected. Let's be clear with that. That should have
Yes,
merit.
that is what that is the
Okay?
only part I want to get off. You understand me? That is the only
Yes,
part I want to get.
merit.
Yes,
But
yes, yes.
you cannot have a national team with all foreign players because the Jamaicans will not be able to identify with that team. There will be no sentimental values towards that team. So players in Jamaica, local players, what they need to do is to raise the standard of play.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, but
Raise the
but
standard of play.
you know you're mixing it up, because you're saying what I am saying, but at the other and you're still back in track to say that through the people can't identify. So what happened with the social engagement? How much of that means you need a social presence because you need people to make sure you can because for instance, if you take up me tomorrow and give me
Okay,
the job in the
you know what's gonna get it. You know what's gonna happen if you have all four foreign players.
Mhm.
The players in Jamaica will say they get very disenchanted and say, "Listen, I'm working my butt off, and I can't even make a national team and all that. They pick all foreign players." I say that if a foreign player makes a team, he makes it on merit. Let me play with that. You know, nobody getting a free ride. I'm not into free rides, right? But you have to be careful that you have all foreign players and people in Jamaica working very hard to
I get
make
what you're
the
saying,
national
but
team.
I get what you're saying, And now we don't want to lament long on this because this is not the meaning of the actual show.
Yes,
We just want you to make sure we get
yes,
it out
yes,
there.
yes.
But you said it beautiful. I love that. I respect that. But the problem is,
Yes.
what if because remember it says what if because clearly people saying the reason why because the conversation was the reason why we have to put two guys there because if we take the guys in from overseas their technical side and everything will evolve. and it's gonna be far
Okay,
superior than the others. So
I
you
hear what you
can
say.
pick 24
I,
off
I,
the rip. That's what they were trying to say, because it was a guy just like
okay,
you know
fair enough.
that went to the trials and saw the players them and looking at the same players that I sent the list to. You understand me? And he's saying that you
Yes.
can pick players from that team that they saw the one time, because just of the professionalism around it at an earlier age. So that's why I'm just asking you. You understand me? That's where the conversation come from. But finish up a point. Finish up a point, Bossy. So we can
Yeah, but
just
there's 2 points I want to finish up. Finish up. Sometimes you bring, like we in Antigua, we bring foreign players to play our league here, and sometimes the foreign players are not as good as our local players. That's the 1 point I want to make.
facts. Facts.
Also, also, I just want to make it very clear to you. I watched some of the Manning Cup games,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm telling you, the Stats and JC played beautiful football, very beautiful football on the ice. Mona, Mona College, I think I was very disappointed in how they play because I didn't see any constructive football play with that team. I may be wrong, but what I see, I wasn't impressed. Okay, I know Butler is going to say, well,
Did you take
he's
a time?
always
Take
played
a
to make
time, caller. Take a time and watch CC plays. CC, Clarendon College.
the okay. I will do that. I
Yes,
will try
I
to go back to that video.
promise you, when you come back,
Yeah,
you will say
yeah.
them play the best football.
But how you like stats
No,
playing?
stat is my team, Stat is my school,
Okay,
like my
okay,
literal school. What you talk?
okay,
Of course, me like stats play. I'm gonna be biased, but
okay,
CC
okay.
is a different level when they come on to footballing. Display, like the display, and they're getting the results just the same. So CC up there as well. That's what I would say. Yeah, finish up a point, big boss.
Okay,
Cause the
okay,
chatter gets steam
okay,
over, so I need to get back to the chat.
okay. We catch up. All right.
Okay. But I thought he would have finished his point. Oh, sorry. So, Carl, you can call and finish your point. Let me just go through it. Guys, that was not the main conversation point. All right. Yeah, I had a lot more to chop up. All right. Humble one said, Butler gonna say the fight in Phoenix when Dante Peralta is not selected on the trials. I think Dante Peralta, he should be selected. Guys, take a little time out of your day, and just close the chat and just hit the like button. We are 40 minutes in the video, and we have 90 something people here. So if you want, you can hit the like button. If you want, you can become a member by subscribing. A red button is there, you click it and definitely support it. All right, yes. And as what I've said at the start of the video, you have a guy named Grimy Family Production. I will put his link in this video for his YouTube channel. He's a Jamaican just the same, and you guys say you support your own. So hopefully you can give him some support on that. Bless up, Owen. Bless up. Thanks for being here. There we have Jamaican Guna. Massive respect. How are you doing? Hope all is well. Guys, don't get me wrong, I am literally saying that if a kid in Jamaica is good, I have no problem. But I just don't like the belief that you should get something that you're never really worth it. You understand me? I want you to. I don't think the national program should use for no development from nobody. Nobody overseas. Nobody locally. You understand me? It should be a reward spot. So it's something for you to aspire to be. You understand me? Not just turn up and get it. You get me? So that is my take. And I know sometimes it take a while for you guys to actually take on to what I'm saying here, but eventually it's going to be the actual team going forward. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. JD, any overseas players, I will give you the name. I will get all the names, majority of the names of the players, them, if yeah, because I should have gotten some of them. The marks, big of yourself. But I will post the video after for the final day. Bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. It's just because I was busy doing so much World Cup and stuff, so that's why. Them not going to qualify. Yeah, it's tough. Christmas, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Alir, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Chat running. I watched the games, and some good players were on display. I know for sure. Owen said very few local youngsters, I think can make the jump. And Gooden is one of them, with proper guidance. All right. So people like the players them so far. JD, no top football country use the national team to develop. That is a club's job. That's why I made sure I took a little time to make sure I inject that in. All right, yes. Because what some people do, especially even around here, when I say some things, because remember, I was the one telling you that, no, the best player should make the national team. When I came here, everybody fought against it and dissed me up. No, it's the normal team for everybody to say, yes, the best player should be in the team. You understand me? But they weren't saying it before, so I think sometimes it's tough, and I take the blame for the first start, and then everybody will get on pace. But tell you what, it's for Jamaica at the end of the day, so I have no problem taking a beating. All teams should be the best Jamaican, whether yard or abroad. Yes, respect. Counterpoint: if the coach cannot handle a higher standard, is it worth bringing players that might second guess the manager? That is a good one. Africans, that is a good one. So Africans, why you never just come on the program? I've dropped the link. You could have come on the program and give your take, sir, and stop giving me counterpoint and 4 point and 6 point. All right. Yes. So I will drop the link again, Africans, and you can come on and give your take. And Brian Mighty, every day I take the number. I'm in hear him calling you. And we don't need no mixture. We need the best team. Whether it's be all local or all foreign based. Yes, I think so. We just want people to stop saying this. And I please, guys, I don't like to have the conversation of things given to people because I think, look, guys, the first thing, you see, when you push people to levels that they should not be at that point, maybe they have the ability, don't get me wrong. What you do is force someone ahead of time. So they have lacking experience. So what happen if they can't stay from there? What happen if they can't stay from there and build? It will drop them off so deep they cannot recover. So what I mean is experience give you a chance to repeat the process over and over. So that's why I don't believe in this mandated spots for local or overseas. Nothing. You have to come prove yourself. You could have been, I can't say God because God is in our culture, but no matter who you is, you prove yourself. Let your work, your body of work, prove yourself rather than force feed certain things. Because just as how African said, just as how African, just as how African says, what if the coach can't handle it? No problem, beautiful one. What if as well? You have to ask the question. Good day, Richard. How you doing?
That's up at the end of the training session, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
Big
today is
bless up.
the first day. The first day. Today is the first day, Richie.
Yeah, this is the first day back on the training ground.
Okay. No, just have to make the fans them know because I read the article before, so I have to just make them know. So at least they know that people and cute on it. So how it look for you? How it look for you? Some of the talent that you like them. You like the players them.
It, it's a good set of players. Some good ones, someone that needs to be worked on. But it's a start.
All right.
And we know where to go. And we know what we have to do. Everybody is back who was at playing Manning Cup. We have the Ras here, we have McCarthy, Zander Big Nell is here.
Nelly's here.
Yeah, Whisper is here. You have the left back for Jamaica College is here. The
So
Georges.
what whisper do there? What whisper do there, bro?
What? you know,
Whisper play? He might play?
no, we're back in training. We're back in training.
Oh, okay. Me think you say that. Me think you say that they're not 17 training.
No, man, we're back in at Phoenix training. We're at Phoenix training.
Oh no, man. But we think that the man under 17. That's how old. So that's why. Okay. All
No,
right.
we're training. We're back. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they are, David. Yeah.
All right, but that's respect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Say hi to the boss.
Mr. Butler, big up yourself. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Mr. Butler put on young sign. Tell Mr. Butler be careful. Don't put up those signs. All right.
Yeah, peace.
Unruly. Him say unruly. All right, respect, Richie. We're gonna try and chop up the rest of the show, but we just try to go through the under 17 and talk about some things still. All right.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man. It's good to be here. Just keeping you updated on what's going on.
Yeah, man. Respect because, man. People have loved that. Yeah, all right.
Have a good one. Bless.
All right. All right. So Mr. Butler, come on and say my unruly. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Oh, Brian came off. Um, Brian, Brian, why you came off the stream? Why you, you gonna get a chance to talk? Yo, Brian, look, him have a bad behavior problem. You know, the one Brian might, because true, you feel like you're not gonna give it back.
General, oh I got no man. You know, say another me that get a feedback, man. You see it?
Okay,
Probably yeah, when I get a feedback, so that's why.
oh no, I know. It's because I'm using equalizer. Should be okay now.
Oh yeah, man, me there, man. Oh, God, boss. Just watch our God, man.
No, tell Mr. Butler, you see, come on, say this, jump on.
No man, no man, no man. Me and him, me not have nothing against him, you know. God know, you know, but
Me
just have
know,
my
me know.
views and him have him views. I mean, sometimes I agree with him, sometimes I don't. But me I look on the list. I got a list from last night. I was looking at it. It's well, them say it's the first trial this or training camp. So I guess I mean probably next week when them submit a different list or put out a different list, I
Mm-hmm.
will see because there's a player that plays a champion by the name of
Kai Miles.
Kai Myers.
Yeah.
I'm quite intrigued that I didn't see that player here. So maybe they will have a
Yeah,
next
read the top of the paper, Remember them said oh, you may definitely get a feedback now. So maybe you have to jump off and jump on back.
all
Because
right.
I don't mind speaking now at all. All
Yes,
right.
yes, yes, you still get it?
Yeah, me know what, you don't have an earpiece, right?
No.
And that's the problem. Just plug an earpiece because they upgrade the system.
All right, me jump off and jump over.
Yeah. Guys, the reason, read the top of the paper. The problem is they have said you have to get consent and everything. All right. So I don't know if Kyle Miles gets family gave consent and everything for him to play. All right. Maybe it never came through on time. So that is the problem. All right. So that is the massive problem. So we are going to invest. We are definitely going to investigate it. All right. We are going to investigate it and let you know because we know that Kyle Miles he's definitely one of the best young talents them and he should be at least a part of these trials. All right, we saw Flavor Max just came in. Says Ricardo Gardner was a schoolboy. Ricardo Gardner played for a Premier League team, so stop misleading people. All right, yes, he played for a schoolboy team, but he was playing for a schoolboy. All right, in 1998, Ricardo Gardner was not 16 years old. All right. Yes. So Flavor Max, you're just telling all sorts of lies. All right. Yes, it's not true. None of those points that you're talking about. None. So go back and do your research before you come here and spread fake news. All right. Yes. So yes. All right. Yes, Africans. All I'm saying, El Padrino, massive respect. Thanks for being here. Africans, I'm saying your same point, could be a problematic one here because look, for instance, then if you take some and have others that are below, not saying the players are below, we're just talking hypothetical. All right. So if you take, because remember, Mr. Speed come out the last time on our program and said the reason why they're not gonna pick locally based players with the higher profile players, them the standard are too far. So it's hard to keep a balance unless that's the only thing we can do at the point. That's when we are gonna do it. But once you have the chance, we are gonna pick only professional players. So what if you saw a predicament like that? Because you can have disjointed teams because of fitness levels. All right.
Yeah, you're always going to have that balance. Anytime at these youth tournaments, I mean, let's start from the beginning, right? Youth tournaments were built. The reason why FIFA introduced these tournaments was so that players, maybe from not the big countries, those players can get showcased, highlighted, and moved there. So the idea of a U17, a U20 is to say, hey, these are the local talents at this age who were able to qualify. Maybe there's a future for them. Maybe they can get seen. Maybe they can get into another club. That's what they were built for, right? So with that being the case, you're going to have layers of that. You're going to have countries who have lots of development and the players like that. You're going to have players like that. The conversation I brought up that point just because I don't know, just with recently when you're looking at the makeup of a team, it's not necessarily always. It's not just put the best players on the team and everything will work because the coach matters there as well. It's not have a great
Mm-hmm.
coach and have nothing to play with. because then what is the coach going to do? You need the right. I hate to use these terms, but it has to be the right blend, right? I'm not going to say you need the right players or the right coach, but it's the right blend of personalities and whatnot. And if you're going to be bringing that, you're also understanding that if you're bringing a higher standard, you need people who can reach that standard, and you're also hoping in that case that players can step up to that. In that same way, that if you maybe bring everyone to a level, maybe it's possible that step doesn't happen. So I think there's lots of factors that go into it. It's not as the simple answer is you want the best players, period. But can the coach handle that, for example? Right? If the coach can
Hmm.
handle that, you can have the best players you want, and you can accumulate all the best players that you can, and the result will still be the same as if you had just taken all the worst players because the molding, the strategy, the mindset that's going in is very limited. We're also talking about a youth tournament, which, I mean, is not fair, but the reality is you're judging a nation's development based off of 2 weeks of competition, based off the players that are there.
Yeah,
The
but
players
what about
who go there, yeah,
I thought
go
you
go on.
missed the first point, the Africans. So the problem is, so what if all of what you said turns out that all of the players them that you saw would be considered as the better players them from overseas? Should it be should it be blocked to say that okay, no, it can't happen? It should have solely based on the coach. The coach this is the right blend. So because that's what it just explained, the right blend. You would like the right blend and the
Yeah.
right mixture of everything to put together. So what if the right blend come up to be okay? Because the higher level of training, maybe we have to just go with that core. And it's all overseas. Should it be shut out and cancelled because people can't know them and they can't resonate to nothing? That's what I'm asking because that's where my problem lies.
Yeah, and to that point, I'd say it shouldn't matter because you are development isn't linear. Just because of youth doesn't make a national team at 17 doesn't mean that they won't develop to make that team at 21, 22, 23. In the same way, just because even if it's an all overseas team, there's
Mhm.
no guarantee that that entire team, even one player, will be there. You have to take the best version of that and go through. So if the best blend is all in academies in Europe and the US, bring that. If they're all from the Manning Cup, bring that. But you can't look at them and assume they were U17, therefore they are going to be national team players. No, because there's no guarantee they develop that way, right? Speed is talking a lot about professional players, and that environment matters. So there's no guarantee that they go. So at this point, bring the best that you can. Give them. Every youth player is a lottery ticket. So you might it's a scratch off. This one might be successful. This one may pan out. This one may not. But you want to give yourself as many of those opportunities as possible. So if the blend is all international, if they're all foreign based, bring them. If they're all in Jamaica, bring them. But
Yeah.
just because they come for U17 doesn't mean that they are stamped for success.
Yeah, yeah, and that's all we're trying to say is it
Mhm.
should not be any segregation. Shouldn't it just should be on both what the coaches choose, or he's got what the plan of the coach. So if the coach said, okay, this is what I'm working with because this is the balance and this is a short space of time. So if it's more local players and the overseas guys are better, it should not be a problem because it should be the coach's plan. And but at least we would love for him to come out and say, "This is my plan. I can get more out of these players because I saw them do this and do that, and then I would add a few to it." Or if it's the opposite side, and I said, "Oh, these guys are better technical ability or whatever the situation is, and I want this to work with." That should be the plan goal. But you should not have five Jamaican born should be in it because they're Jamaican born. I will never share that sentiment, because we just saw something in the World Cup which Morocco has pretty much no, why I'm going to use that Morocco situation, Africans. Jamaica played
Tell
Morocco
me why.
C team. Jamaica played Morocco C team with only a fraction of the man them only could have made the bench A fraction of the man them only could have made the break bench. You saw Jabran. Jabran just came on in extra time to kill time, to scrape up the
Mhm.
grass.
Mhm.
To scrape up the grass to stop something from going in the goal. Jabran is one of the best players on the tournament that went to the tournament that Jamaica took part in. So that's the C team of
Mhm.
Morocco dominated the game against Jamaica. You understand me? So and
Mhm.
those are local players, but they could make the team. But one, and maybe one or two could have made the team. I'm just trying to show people that sometimes
Yes.
it's what the coach see as the best fit. You get me?
No, I get that. I get that point. I mean, Morocco is a case study in a lot of things. I like them because they're Morocco is a team that chose their players over the coach, and can we say they went wrong? They're in the semifinals of the World Cup. But that to that point does show that you need the best group of players that they had, even for locals. I think 15 of their 26 were all born outside of the country. Now, it's not as simple as saying that, right? You also have to
Mhm.
get them in early. You have to do things, right? We tend
Yes.
to simplify and boil down these conversations to simple points, just as this team has 15 form, that therefore it works.
No,
It's a
we know
lot
the
more
arch,
deep.
but
Yes.
Africans. But what happened if you don't want to accept them in the first place? That is a problem, you know. You can't go to the simplify, you can't go to no fi, you can't even start. If your intention is, oh no. Well, they should be the icing on the cake. This is something that we have in our in us from 1998, you know. It goes back to 1998. We have that in us to say that you have icings on the cake. You understand me? So I'm asking, where is the cake if you're talking about icing? Because icing is the toppings. So that's what I'm trying to say. But at the end of the day, we're trying to educate people to let them know that we have something work and proven. One of the first African countries that made it literally, we got a chance to play. Remember, we said we are developing players, you know. And we sent a developmental squad go there, you know, to face them, you know, and they walked around our squad, you know. Three is an understatement if you go back and watch the game. And those players can't play, not even, as what Jason said, the 10th injury. That's when one of the man them that actually was the big star in that squad came on in the World Cup squad. So that means it simply means there is a thing called standard, and these guys have high standard. You understand me? That is the big difference. All right, let me go through the chat. El Padrino said, big up analytical boss JD and the Imaxit family, best channel. Okay, no problem. Respect. Thanks. A long time don't see, no see. Hope you guys are well for the Christmas and everything in a man. All right. Yes. Let me see if we can get some more comments in. All right. Thanks very much, Brain Drain, for the super chat. Said, where are the Calabar players? I never picked the players. I need to go through the players now. To ask if you think these guys are okay. You know, I got to see one or a few of them because even if some of them made the team, they never naturally made the starting team every single time. You understand me? Yes. So I only can give takes on the ones that I saw. All right. So if you saw any one of them, let me know your feedback. All right. Because remember, we are reasoning here, and it's the video call. How can Jamaica football get success? That is what the video call. All right. So we have to touch the points then that you are not comfortable with, because that's the only way we can get comfort. All right, we have to be a little bit uncomfortable at times with certain speech. All right, yes. So hopefully you understand where we're coming from. They will always be some type of quota system, but in place without them saying it. Yes, that's definitely sad though. You know, Morocco shows that their standard to make their national team. Thank you very much, and I think we should be using that going forward. You understand me? Because we have been telling them for a while now. Fans don't like support flopping. Who have time to watch the man them lose? Okay, I am old enough to remember Africans predicting Canada would do well. Okay, all right. So yes, so guys,
No,
this is what we have.
again, brain drain and Enzo. I appreciate the consistency. I do.
Okay, this is what we have here for the listing. This is the local listing.
Don't ever.
So JFF never came here and said they made a list and this is the list going to the to nowhere. It literally said it's a training right here. So let me go here, trials. Let me make sure I outlined it. All right. They literally said it's a trials training. All right. You hope you can see here. It's a trial training. So they never listed a squad stating that it's no um squad. It's a training session. All right. So we are not going to come here and tell any lie on them. I'm not picking up for them, but I'm not going to sell a wrong news. I don't want to do that. I want when you leave here, you leave with the conversation that we're having to say that maybe the future is people have to take responsibility from very early. You understand me? Because the difference is what I've realized between Jamaica and majority of the other countries, from 14, 15, no, from 12, most youths already they are already pros in their academies. And most youth from at least 13, 14 start doing their travelings and everything like they're already grown ups. You understand me? So they're already grown ups from 14. You get me? So they have taught to be more responsible, and have more things on their plates to deal with. More things on their plates to deal with. So they do believe that okay, I'm coming to represent Jamaica. I am going to represent there. I'm gonna go up and show my best. And if my best is not good enough and they don't pick me, I understand. So I don't know why the other way around is like a pampering thing. So I just want the pampering thing to go out the way. That's it. So this is a trials. We will get back to you when we have a full squad. And we will see how much of the players them on this make the actual squad. All right. Yes. Africans, you're coming on 2 times? Okay. So Africans 1 and 2. All right. Africans 1 and 2. Yes.
All right.
Travis says, I'm actually didn't Speed say on a platform that U17 level, the overseas barn get 5 spot and the rest low. No, 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 no. But I think that's not going to work anymore. I think his mentality changed and everything. So we're just trying to come here to rehash it out and everything, because for a while I never touched this because I was busy doing other things, So I just decide that this is the best video to put everything in it, and that's what we're doing here. All right. So let me go through the names one more time, so at least you can get it, and you can get it. Who is on it and who is not. So Wayne Lynch, Mount Pleasant FA. All right. Garfield Tomlinson, Garvey Massey. I know a lot of people might ask questions. So the Garvey Massey, how much of those players in it? But maybe the coach can resonate to those players, so he saw them firsthand, so he can put them in it, and then it's a trials. You understand me? So Tomlinson, Tyreek McKinley, Garvey Massey, yet again, O'Neill Edley, Glenmuir High School, Carlton Brown, Mona High School, Javin Williams, Manning School, Ahir Dixon, York Castle High, Rajay Taylor, Kingston College, Alex Xavier Gooden, stats, which you guys might see him a little bit more because I've talked about it a lot more. Dante Peralta, you guys know these names high on it, all right? So this is the under 17s. So I am looking forward to see Dante Peralta making this team. Carlton Brown, I will keep an eye on it. I don't know you that much. Well, I'm going to be knowing, It's all of the Monaites them. I have to know them. All right, yes. Ronaldo Itchman, Veer Technical, Nation Bolt Barrett, Clarendon College, Jason White, Glenmuir, Adrian, Ronaldo Barrett, Idel, Adrian Reed, St. George's High School, Malik Robinson, Garvey Massey again, all right. DeAndre Gallimore, Clarendon College, Jamani Bell, Woolmers, Dylan John, Jamaica College, Dustin Cohen, Denby High, Denzel Mackenzie, Mona I, yet again, Damario Bailey, Kingston College, Leon Murray, St. Diego High, Oreen Watson, Glenmuir High School, and J. David Wa, that's Excelsior High there. So, all right, let me check how much Mona on it. One Mona player here. And I think Mr. Butler might have more than enough, not Mona, but more, a lot of his players on the list because he has players playing for different schools as well. So he has a lot of players on it. And you saw a few Garvey Masia. They did not do much in school football, but they have a few players on it. Not insinuating anything, but just goes to show back to what Mr. African says. Sometimes they can resonate to certain things, and you're the coach, so you have to make your stance. And I think maybe some of those players. I am not sure if it maybe come off actual qualities that they shown that they have actually shown, but maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what the coach likes. All right. All right, so Shakpo said, big up JD, best players only I would choose as long as they want to play for us. All right, mad. Peralta did not impress me this season. All right. So Jason already beat him, beat Africans. Jason already beat. I mean, nice. All right, so Jason, what about Peralta did not interest you then? All right, let me hear from what you have to say in that terms. I don't know. Oh, you just fixated on Peralta. So maybe Peralta was better than others because you never watched the others, so you don't know how impressive those were. Maybe they weren't going to impress you either. So maybe Peralta was the best of the other not impressive ones. Any of these U17 players are with Cavaliers? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I have to check. Nigel. So why no Mr. Butler Africans get some of his players in it now? Get a lot of his players in it now. Pete Nigel still coming here asking how much Cavaliers players in it. So it's like it's just one person can get the beating stick,
Someone's going to be angry, JD. So you might as well just keep the old classics going.
Make the JFF be the beating stick at all times.
Yeah.
No. I think Mr. Butler won this time. All right.
Play back the hits, JD. Play back the hits.
Adrian Reed is the son of former Reggae Boyz. Adrian Reed. Okay. Abena Cooper. What? Abena Cooper. What the F? One man from West and West don't play football. Okay. Well. That's why we said you don't feel away when you see certain people on the list. All right. And let me go. You don't feel away. It's just a list and it's a trial. So maybe they're going to have, they said it's 4 days. So maybe they're going to have an next trial. So what if they don't get all the players off this? They're going to have an next trials, because maybe they have a plan. We don't know their plan. And that's why I never lead with a Rasta thing. I came and explained it to you. All right. JD, do you have Dam Rep Squad? We will have those and we'll put them out separate. Maybe it was
unnecessary expectations, but I was expecting more than what I saw. Okay, Jason.
And that's why
I'm not saying it in a way. I'm just saying okay. I understand what you're saying.
That's why I pulled up my reasoning calculator, to see what is he really saying. Because what is he doing? He's matching up the other guys, which is older than Peralta, down to the competition that he's going to be facing here. So maybe if you drop it down to under 17 rather than a 19 competition, then you might not have say the same,
I'm just repeating. I'm just reading what he said. I'm not saying I'm unimpressed or I'm impressed. I'm just reading it. Also, these are trials, right? It's trials 3 months before. There is a good chance that of all the players said, maybe 5 make the roster overall, right? We saw this, speaking from the Canadian perspective, we saw that. And then right at the end, then all of a sudden more names were brought in and we're like, oh, okay, we'll see how it goes. It didn't work out at U20s, but these are trials. You want to see as many as you can. I don't know if I were the coach, I would try to have as many camps and trials as you can. I think January, February, that January timeframe is going to be very key because usually most national teams will try to run a camp sometime early in the year, and that's right before. So that may be the last chance for some players to have any type of a impression to make the squad heading into the qualifiers for the FIFA U17.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, so guys, we had a few more things because what the reason why we did the video like this because we realized we have the same problems. You understand me? Yes. Gooden showed up. Peralta showed what a centre back should do. Okay, okay. So Gooden showed up Peralta. Okay, no problem. So you guys are saying Gooden better than Peralta. So Gooden should be in it. All right. What is the coach's alma mater? Kavamase is well represented here. All right. I am not going to say anything. Jason, I get trouble. There is also a tryout in Florida. Yes, they had a tryout before. So two. I should post the second day because I should have actually gotten it, but sometimes the communication so yeah, a lot of problem. But we had personnels went to it, represented, and check it themselves and give the feedback and give the video and everything. But it's just me doing too much work. And as you know me, I don't rush things. If I can't do it properly, I rather just don't do it. I am comparing him to the other defenders I see in this list. Not to Blake or Dovey or Adges. All right, all right. So all of a sudden, Africans just know every one of these defenders, and some of these defenders I have never seen play. So, any trials for the UK, I'm not sure. I don't think so. But I would not kill them, if we don't get a trials in the UK. You know why? I could just clearly say that okay, they made an attempt for one. Obviously, I'm not dropping my standard, but at least you made an effort to get one in America at the start. And then the next time you have to step it up now because you saw it work the last time. People turn up because remember you don't know if people would turn up, don't because maybe they don't have the right programs to see it works now. So let's see what happened. JD, which player do you think on the list deserve to be in the final squad? No man, they have to go and work, and then I see the tryout because I've just complained about names. All right. Big up tryout in Kingston 21. We gave it already. Novar. So today is your birthday, Novar. I am very sorry, Novar, but happy birthday. Hope all is well with you. Novar, you need to show me a passport because sometime Novar, every day Novar come here with a next title. So every time I've done a stream, if I get up 4 more days, Novar will tell me that he got married. Yeah. So I have to make sure. Novar don't lie to me.
True.
Bro, that kid saying no it sends Javin one of the best. Listen to it. Malik. I don't know most of the players then, so I'm not gonna come here and pretend that I don't. That's one thing I don't know. That I don't know. I give you the facts and say it in the exact way, or I think I can produce it. And if I don't know it, I'm not gonna come here and lie to you. All right, because these things sent to me. All right, yes, and I just come and deliver it because people expect me to deliver it properly. Or maybe they saw people misleading people and send it to me, so I should go and correct it. Maybe that is the situation there. All right, yes. So we have Jamaican Guna. So, anyways, no. JD, stop tell lie. Oh, my line. I just said every time I've dealt with a stream. Something you're telling me something, so I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna be married the next time. All right. Anyway, so big boss Jamaican good. I don't know. Maybe you wanted to touch on the other point. I'm telling Lion, Nova. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but I never intended to do so. I don't know Joseph. I don't know nothing about cataract. I don't know cataract. I don't know. I don't know cataract. All right. Yes, Peter King. Yes, yourself. I don't know cataract. So
Now you don't know people now.
yes, I don't know
The
cataract. So if he turns up
information boss don't know anyone.
if he turns up at the show, if he turns up at the stream, that would be lovely. But I don't know him.
Yo,
all right.
what's on?
Bro. I wanted to go for the next conversation because I only have 2 hours. So I know my time is limited. You understand me? If I say 2 hours, I mean 1 hour 95 seconds. So yeah, the big boss. A long time in a year for
Yeah,
you.
man. Yeah, man. There, man. Just take a day off, So just I go
Boy,
and build it.
look, I can take a whole heap of day off from
Yeah.
you.
No, man. You know, thing, when the thing lit up a little bit, you have to kind of just put in the work, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
reach up a little bit, you have to put in more work.
Yeah, yeah, I put in some. Your work to get work, you see, pre.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
So,
you
yeah,
let
man,
people
big
work.
up Africans in the house, you see it. Congratulations on a successful journey in the World Cup. I
Oh
was
God.
scared.
Well, we got to
Uh,
we journeyed to the World Cup. That's where
yeah,
our
no,
journey ended.
no,
So we got there.
that's all news, my bro. Um, Congratulations for a successful World Cup for Canada and a successful World Cup for Ghana.
Thank you.
My ball I play for your side still, but them two rocks ball are I be the pellet two boy them we are rock. Yeah, them for go one side. So big up yourself, my bro.
Stick to the title, big man. We have World Cup
Bad
now.
man,
Come on,
bad
World
man,
Cup
and
as well. All right. Yes.
bad man. I'm to your dog. I'm to your brother. Brother, me preempt to me I say, bro. I'm to your bad man. Yeah, man. Big up all of the warrior them in the chat, man. Big up on the self team. You see, pre. But I was listening in, man. I was here binge listening in. You know what I mean? And I heard a few conversations, a few points that I thought were very interesting. I heard a caller forward on, and I said that um it's a mix and the best, and he had an interesting point. I would like to add to that when it comes to like under 17s, we still have to consider development, even though it's a lower level of level of national program. We have to more look at that as development. If it was a senior squad, then I know when no development now going in this because it's not a photo lab. So me good with that. The man you have to do your thing and then there is by merit. But when it comes to the under 17s, you will find that you have players who didn't even make an under 17 team that will forward and make an under 20 team and then make even a senior side without playing previously for a national team. So you have players who will forward at different age groups and peak. Some of these players will fall off by the time they reach 19. Them depend something different. Them not want to play no ball no more. Fall out all over the game. And we have to bear in mind that out of every let's say player that say that they want to be a professional player, I think it's like 2-3% of them actually go through to make it as a profession at any level. So we have to be careful of that. So a lot of these youth where we see in a schoolboy football locally, we have a lot of talent coming through. I think there's a difference in this past year than it was previously. I think there's a difference. I think the ball game look as wild as last year. You have some teams that come out to play football and put on the ball and knock it around and pass and move and so I saw a lot of good football being played. But I'm pretty concerned about when it comes to the national program. I think there's a hint of bias still leaking in, and that is something that I hopefully we can take our time and weed it out. And we have to bear in mind that these 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds now, in 4 years' time, there will be 20-year-olds. And we can look at the World Cup and we see how many 20-year-olds are there playing at the World Cup. We see players who are Bellingham and the youth to play for Musiala and Yunus Musa from where there, and them there's some local youth.
Where my point
So,
started, Jamaican Guna, because that's where the column is, I have no problem if the players are good enough. First thing, I always believe that the coach, you should have a coach that's capable to harness talent. And that's why you're at the under 17 level. You can't just turn up and say you want a coach because you're coach. All right, you need to be able to get the best out of the kids, and you have a plan. So it has to go with the coach's plan. So all I'm just asking, because a person said it to me like, "Oh, dog, you can't come and talk about for all overseas players or all of the best players in the team. Some of the money from Jamaica for be on the team." So I'm saying, why is it every time are the only place on earth where me I hear about. Obviously, other people have the luxury to actually have the talent in their country, so they don't need the talent from overseas. But you saw when they need to go for the talent, they try hard to go for the talent. So it's not even an excuse to use. So I'm just asking then, why is it they can't just say we saw Satchel and we saw Whisper, we saw Blake, we saw all those guys and saw that they are talents. And if you can work with them, you work with them. Why can't just go the way there? Why even if a 20 man turn up and the 20 of the overseas man them good, you have a short 4 or 5 to facilitate 4 players that are not better than them. So that's my only problem with all the guys say to me. I'm not saying that, but that's wrong. You understand me? If the guys are good, all of a 10 Jamaican born and 10 overseas, I don't care. If it's 20 Jamaican born, I don't care because they are good. But why is it you're telling me that, oh, just you heard a list come up and you heard that the man them go overseas, to do a trials, you already
But
start up in the head,
J,
say 20 man
JD,
are overseas.
I will play devil's advocate right here. Do you think the best players make the best team?
No, not the best players. Them, all best players. No. But you can't spin around with me and saying. I mean, just say something straightforward. Me just ask.
No, that's why I said I preface it by telling you that I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't think the best players make the best team. I think on every team you'll look at a player and say that may be a weak player, that may be a player, but that player might fit a specific system that the coach wants to play. So a lot of this is down to the coach and how they want to play. Let's, for instance, is a coach who is looking for a speedy forward, and you're a forward who is scoring goals but you're slow like coach. The coach is not going to want you on the team. Let's say you're looking for a short winger or a wing back who is able to fill in at midfield. Let's say he's looking for a ball playing centre. If you're a good tackling centre, if you can tackle good, you're tall, you're strong, but you can't play the ball. So you understand? So every player comes with a specific profile, and a coach comes with profiles that they're looking for as well. So what you might find, right? So what you might find is that an overseas player or a local player, for instance, might be an overseas player might come in, is a better player overall, but the local player have the characteristics that the coach require. You know what I mean? That right. So you're gonna pick the local. So as I always maintain, though, Jade. Yeah, go ahead.
Remember reword it to you now, because what I was just repeating what I said to the guy at the time, because it's like he's trying to censor certain things, and I'm saying no, I don't want you to censor it. So let me put it to the coach then. So if the coach believes the system him advanced enough, and he must say, yo, you know what? Me not see in the overseas guys. I mean, 20 local guys have to do it for me, because me already see what them are doing a money cover, and this how me can get the best out of them. Me not have no problem with it, Jamaican Kuna, but him, I try put a sensor on it. I try tell me, say, yo, something I forgot. Me not care how it want go. No, but you're not the coach, as what you just said. Him not the coach. So why you just want to see a Jamaican man? You just want to see what you see as a Jamaican man, and that's my problem. So at the attitude me I talk about, like you have to be there. Me not like that, because I think you do better in life when you aspire to something. Like so when you complete, you do a good achievement, you're done, you get something. Putting people places, not getting away. Nothing at all.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is that we're talking about under 17s now. As I said, it's the development we're looking at. So we're gonna find a lot of players here that will make it. We'll step up when the time comes to the other levels. So maybe you have a player that is so good at under 17 and skip under 20 and reach under 23. Maybe you have a player that step up to 20 and then him skip under 23 and go straight into the national program. You know what I mean? You can't always have those things occurring. But what I'm saying is that I think the best mix that we can provide, and this is something that I've always maintained, is a mixture of local players and overseas players, and not just in terms of location to say, oh, yo, we have put 3 man a night or 4 man a night. Even having the players training together is something that will contribute to the players, even if the final squad doesn't include, or the starting side don't include certain. I don't believe in a quota per se, but I just believe personally that to get the mixture of the local born Jamaicans, and because we have a big diaspora pool that we can dip into and get players in, I think so we can use both sides merge them together and get best, because I've spoken to players and they've said that the local players help them. The overseas players say local players help them, and the overseas players and the local players say the overseas players help them. So if you speak to the players themselves, a lot of the players will say, yeah, when the overseas players come in, them teach you professionalism, teach you for conduct, them teach you what kind of food if you eat and not to eat, and what
Yeah.
to avoid, and so that's the professional side. But the
But me
local
understand.
team, hold on. But the
Yeah.
local players, them, they teach the players, but outside of the country, they give them a more nationalistic view, and that helps with the teamwork and the chemistry, because a man feel proud knowing that, oh, yo, some man just have a small connection with Jamaica. So when them come and them play alongside the players, them and the player them a par and hang out and they become friends, it builds team's chemistry. And then you go out on the football field and you see come up because the player them know how them play. A man can reason with them and say, yeah man, me like when I put it high, A man can reason with them man. Me I talk about on football field, I talk about when a man they one on one and them a reason and them a bunk, them a room together, or whatever the case may be,
Man, that's the way I say Jamaican going. Man. I'm like you broaden the scope to say even a part of the team. But all I'm saying is I'm just trying to say, obviously we are going back and forward. That's why I wanted to just clash that. So I'm going to close up with under 17. Clearly, anything the coach want to do, if the coach want 20 at Jamaican man, Barn, play in the team, no problem. Whatever his system is, I will support the team. If he has 20 overseas guys, I have no problem, because them 20 man I got turn Jamaican by time if them matriculate to turn into a full-fledged professional for Jamaica, because of 4 or 5 years that they would be representing Jamaica. So I think they would have learned Jamaica just the same. You understand me? That's all I'm going to say. But I'm not going to continue there. I will just leave it off and go over to the big side where I can have a bigger argument. All right? Yes, because we gave that 1 hour and 26 minutes. We only have 34 more minutes for that side. Which is the big side now, Mr. Jamaican Guna, because they're not going to get to it. Big up yourself, Issa. My Jamaican Guna give different sides, and I understand what he's saying, Yes, but I just try to say that.
You notice some people not listen well, JD. I keep on including in my conversation. It's a under 17 we're talking about. You can't use senior program and judge some local youth. These youth there, as them are still minor, brother. As some local youth we attack, so we have to deal with them like local youth, brother. We can't deal with them like I'm a big man and apply big man standard to the man. If I local youth reach the level when can go play big man football 1 or 2, fine. But me not talk about that. They still treat him like a local youth because them a local youth and deal with them accordingly. Don't apply big man standards to the local youth. Them are just a come true. See, that is it. Yeah, wait after now, JD.
Well, we'll move on to our next little youth, but he might play big man football. According to you, he's a little youth, but he might play big man football, and he's a big man. Omari Hutchinson. So Omari Hutchinson squared up against our boys. Let me make sure to put it on the screen so you get to know. They lost the game, but it was a very good display, and they had some very good words to say about this kid, which is Omari Hutchinson. All right. So they played against Aston Villa, which everyone would watch that because everyone Liam Bailey is Jamaica's our majority of Jamaican local people poster boy. But yeah. So he did play the game. Let me put it there. Let me try and get it big. Oh, we can't get it big. Damn. So this is the squad they played against. Olsen, Ashley Young, Kanza, Tyrone Mings, Lucas Digne, Magin, Kamara, Douglas Louise, Aryan, Watkins, and Leon Bailey. And I can tell you, Hutchinson looks like one of the best players on the field. Period. It's one game, so you cannot use one game to judge a player. But we have seen him played all of the other games, and he's doing well in the under 21s are the lower tier, the Premier League 2. Because we can't say under 21s when you have players recovering from injuries and in the team. So that's not under 21s. That would class as Premier League 2. All right, so Premier League 2. So he's doing a very good job coming up. The other day we have talked about Whisper should be in the national team. So this is the good. That's why I love this stream, because we have done a lot of things, a lot of videos, and the Whisper should be in the team. And then I talked about their standards. I want to hear what you guys have to say on this kid now. Or would we approach this one? Because he's already proven playing against big man. Period. all right, and he's doing his job against big man. So oh would and I at first, said I don't think he's ready for the team, but if for capping purpose, you could cap him. But based on what I am seeing him doing right at this point and the position that he plays, I want to say that maybe you could take the chance to try and get him in the team. You understand me? Maybe you could take the chance and get him in the team. I want to word it properly. You understand me? Because I don't want people to say that you say whisper enough to make the team, none at all, which I don't believe. 1000% that should not happen. And if his father come here and agree with me, all right.
African, you want to go first?
Yeah, I want to know if you guys would cap him. You think it's a time to cap him, Africans, or you would wait?
I mean, he's playing Prem 2 and if he's getting consistent minutes and he's showing something. I mean, if there aren't any friendlies and all you have to look forward to is Nations League, that's your opportunity to get him in and start to just ease him into the system. You have a new coach, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to get him into camps, even just calling him up, even if you don't play him. You have to start to get him into the environment, into the fold now, because he's already played a friendly. Now, maybe this coach doesn't rate him, and if that's the case, that's a whole nother conversation. But he's shown the willingness to want to play. He's played the friendly against Catalonia, so ease him into the team. Even if you call him up, you don't play him, get him into camps, get him training there, get him there so that hopefully, eventually, whatever the system that the coach is teaching, he knows it so that when his number is called, he's ready to go.
All right. JD, this is my opinion. He's now like 20 years old, I think, right?
No, he's still 19. He's just big man. Why not force up the man age? The man are just 19, brother.
Okay, he's just 19. 19 or far from 20. Brother, you're going to let me say 83. 19 or far from 20.
Exactly.
19 are the next 20, bro. 19 is just months from 20, you know. All right, tomorrow I'm turn 20, dog. Tomorrow I'm birthday.
No, the guy just pretty much turned 19 the other day when I did the video.
Oh, okay.
I want people to know that I was
all right.
18.
All right.
So
all right. So this is my point. This is my point, bro. As I just mentioned earlier on in the conversation, yeah, we have 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds playing at the World Cup right now. We have a player called, I don't know if you know him, Kylian Mbappe. He burst on the scene a couple years ago at probably 19 years old as well. He was probably one of the best players in the entire World Cup, right? Now, let's go. And he won the World Cup. So let's go now. All right. So we're talking about an immensely talented individual playing at attacking midfield. Who do we have currently at his age profile or in the national program at all that is a better player than he is or is performing better in his position?
None. He included the professional.
Maybe you sure? Because I think there's Tyreek McGee, there's Peter Lee Vasto, there's Lamar Walker.
Let me list them. You have Ravel Morrison, you have Daniel Johnson, Tyreek McGee, Lamar Walker. None of them not performing better than him. None. Because you have to look at the level what he's playing at. You get me? And
okay. So there you go. So that answers the question right there. That answers the question. He's the best performing central attacking midfielder that we have, even though he's performing at the Premier League 2 level, which is gonna come up against Premier League top level players, because when they're injured and coming back from injury, that's where they go. Plus, he's playing among some of the best players on the outskirts or on the bench of some of the top clubs in the Premier League. So you're not playing against a rocks baller. It's not like you're playing against Division 75 footballers. You're playing against Premier League bench players and some of the Premier League academy players that have come up, and then you play against on a week-to-week basis. Plus, you're going to play against a top-level player on occasion. Now, we have a player here.
Jamaica could him just play against a full-fledged Premier League team, which is Aston Villa. Everybody put it at them actual team. And remember...
Yeah, on the person missing, I'm not to catch alone, Miss Man. Martinez. Martinez
not come back for now. Maybe he not come back none at all. World class save him a pull off. You understand?
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Our boy, man. Are we grooming, man?
And the fact that we have an extra Jamaican on it, which is Leon Bailey, on the team, on the field. And I watched the game, and I want to tell you that Omari Hutchinson was one of the best players on the field. That's all I'm going to tell you. I am very sorry, but he was one of the best players on the field. So
we know. Come on, JD. We never have to go in the corner and try to go in the match. He's the best player performing in his position, and he should be in the national program. The next match in there. I tell you that infidel ban Jamaica side, easy.
Well, brother, sometimes me ask some questions and me not get the right answer because me I tell you say when the man called me, I said then me I say whisper. For nothing at the team, I make myself very clear why I think I think that the last match where we watch, Whisper versus JC, it tells you that Whisper have a lot to learn. You can and the delusional mentality that some people call you and tell me about she say none of the man them were there for the team already no better than Whisper. I want to actually
but I'm saying.
Jamaican
but the question is, JD, come on, man. The question is this: He's what, 16 years old?
Yes.
In 4 years' time, he's gonna be
17.
And in 4 years, he's 17, and in 4 years' time, he's gonna be what, 21. And we are looking at the 20. We are looking at the future. Do we think he has the potential to be a big player in the future? We're not gonna burn him out. Bring him on the big ball and then make him learn, brother. You don't have to put him on. Call him to the national program and bring him on the big ball and then make him play on the big ball and then, brother. That's my opinion.
Omari Hutchinson, a midfield problem we have don't. You know we don't have enough midfielders, don't. That's why we are talking about Omari Hutchinson. How much foul do you have?
Hold on, man. Listen, man. Hold on. Listen. So we are gonna go there. So now let's go there now. How many forwards do we have right now where we want to call for a non-FIFA date or so? How many forwards do we have one call for a non-FIFA date? My boy there.
Hold on, Jamaican Kuna. RR, I've literally said you can't use one match to judge a player. I've said it 15 times. So you can't come and say that's an unsound reason when I literally said it 15 times to say that I am not using the one match to judge the guy. You see what I'm talking about, Jamaican Kuna? What level?
I know, listen, man. In those comment.
But what level football Whisper ever play in his life? But so he must make the national team, and then now when we are talking about a player that's playing at one at the highest level, we can't use one game. We never use one game, and I'm specifically said, that's why we have to categorize the reasoning.
Yeah, Fletcher made a talk about. I would have just tell me say Fletcher. Somebody tell me Fletcher, right? We have Fletcher. We have
No, let me start with the top one.
Yeah, start with the top one. No. I'm saying non-FIFA dating, my bro. Remember, so we're not gonna get no FIFA date till when? When is the next FIFA date? No more. We are in January.
No. We have FIFA dating. We have FIFA date for playing a match. Because we're not gonna use much of that date them.
All right, cool. So with the other date, then we want some matches of going to some non-FIFA dates. Who can we call on in the non-FIFA dates? Let's go.
No, if it's a non-FIFA date, me not go up on that. The one where we don't have no much people. Because look,
no, JD, JD. Hold on. Don't move so fast. We're talking about it. Hold on, JD. Make a reason. No. Let go the skipping rope, brother. Let's skip over that one. We are going reason here, so step by step.
Jamaica,
I disagree with you about Whisper. I'm saying the next national match that Jamaica has. When is it? And is it a FIFA day? That is what I'm talking about. Call the man, brother.
Jamaica good, don't speak. Look. Next,
me make you speak, and I'm gonna start bring up a point and start run.
You see a skipping rope, Jamaica Guna. This is not
skipping rope and running shoes.
You're not. Look, today, last month, FIFA non-FIFA window is different from January. You know why? Last month you have MLS players available. So yeah, Damian Lowe and those guys to pick. In January, you're not going to have MLS mans available. So you're actually have to rely on and you don't have you're not going to have USL mans as well. So you have to rely on just the JPL. I am not sure if they're going to take that risk as well. So we cannot see it happen. You see?
So hold on, man. So hold on. Let's go slowly. I already got your point from day one, and you don't want to get my point. You just don't want to listen. Like I say it to you one more time. We're having the next FIFA date when? And you said it was in March, you think, right?
Yes. No,
Okay.
the sure one.
The
we
sure one is in March. Right. Thank you.
And that's
do
the
you think that Jamaica? Yeah, that is when Nations League restart. Now, do you think we have any? Do we have any practice matches leading up to those matches? Do you think the possibility or the probability of us having any matches before the Nations League restarts? Let's say in January or February. Do you think that the JFF will try and arrange a practice match to get some players together?
Yes, they say they are trying to get 2 or so free, because
Okay.
obviously you have to take it serious. Remember, it's a competition you can't win. You understand?
Yeah, you can't win, right?
They win
Right.
it, so you have to take it serious.
So right. Thank you. So in the January window or the February, not the window, sorry, in the January match practice game or the February practice game that Jamaica will be having, we will primarily not be having our big players them coming in like Michael Antonio and these players. We are gonna have to be relying on USL, MLS, and local players. Now, with that being said, Whisper be the most impressive forward in our top level schoolboy foot competition should be called up for the Jamaica national team for the upcoming matches leading up for the Nations League. Bring him in, make him play along some of these players and see how we compete in big man football. Him not have to play on the field, but bring him in and make him train. People keep on forgetting that there's a thing called training that happens before the match.
Yes,
and when the player goes into training, they learn all the stuff in the training. So if he goes in the training and he presses him up, give him a 1 minute down at the end of the game when the game is done. When the game reach 89th minute, bring him on for 1 minute, make him run on from the field. Him not even have to touch the ball. Breathe, watch blow off, gone away. Him not get no injury. Him get them. Hold on, JD. Him not get no injury. Hold on. No, hold on, man. We are reason, man. Cause you move too fast, bro.
No, we can't answer to you. You're big man a lot.
No, but me never. Yeah, but hold on, JD. But hold on, we are always at this time. This guy you keep on cutting me off. Just allow me to finish my point. I'm saying to you that we have January and February. There's a possibility that Jamaica will have matches. I am saying to you, calling the local youth into the national program, bring him in, make him play among some of the JPL, MLS, USL forwards them that we have, defenders them that we have, get some get used or acclimatized to big man football. If he impressed enough, I'm sure that the coach is going to be there looking. If he impresses enough, the coach will start him or bring him on whenever I want to bring him on. I don't play him any at all. But get him a looking so he can get acclimatized to the big man football in the national program. But it look good to know that the youth that impress at the highest level, at the schoolboy level, he impressed. He's the most impressive player, regardless of what some people want to say. He's the most impressive player in the schoolboy football overall for the last maybe 3-4 seasons. So bring him in the national program and groom him, because we're not looking at a player that we want to see at age 21 at the World Cup in USA, Mexico, and Canada.
I strongly disagree with you. And here is where I'm going to start. You just tell me that for under 17, most of them people now matriculate go nowhere. So, you're sure Whisper go nowhere in a football? Just answer the part first before me start my monologue now, because it looks like it's a you tell me, say me I take out skipping rope, me I can take out my fire belt and beat, So tell me now, you just talk about the guys them coming in, might not matriculating something, which you're perfectly right. Whisper is just 17. You're sure that Whisper got turned into something good? After
There's nobody that's sure. There's no sure. There's a thing called injuries. There's a thing called don't step up to the plate, impress at youth level and doesn't impress at senior level. There's a thing called that. That is why youth players are there. You take a chance with them. If you do not bring them in, you cannot know how good they will play.
Okay, no problem, Jamaican. Let me roll up my fire belt now, because you talk about me a skip rope. We all up me just to give people facts, on the conversation, and you tell me a skip rope. No problem then. All right then. Look, guys, this is what we have coming up. We have a few windows coming up. We have a few windows coming up, right? If you have 2 matches, what the hell you are bringing people you're not going to use? You have no other plan. You're not structured towards no World Cup or no 4-year plan down the road. You are structured towards this Mexico game. And you need the best players them. You're going to only take FIFA windows. You're not going to try to take non-FIFA window because you're not looking at anybody for those games. Okay? You don't want anybody else aside from the good players them for playing a squad. So what the hell you're going to pick at a non-FIFA window? You pretty much try to pick up FIFA window to pick local players or look on local players for reasons I don't know. You understand me? Because
All right. Can I answer now?
No, let me finish, because remember
Okay.
I have to go off the statements. The statement from Mr. Speed is they are trying to go for professional players. And professional players will always lead the line. So we left past the semi-professional and go to the no professional because that man not playing no league at all. So you lit from semi-professional player, may I look to no league, just not play nothing at all. All right, me don't make case here. That's how I make case.
Okay. So let me address the last point first. You see that Mr. Speed person and the statement that he might be a hypocrite because he did not have any professional problems and he was inviting Pearson in a national program. It was them body never busy about a professional there. So when he invite Pearson in a program, them good with him, them bring him in a program nice and everybody at and then it was about developing players and blooding players. So now it's not about blooding players anymore because the most impressive youth player doesn't belong to Cavaliers or doesn't belong to Harborview or doesn't belong to any club where them want to have favoritism toward. So the reality is the rules change according to the narrative that you want to put out. Why isn't say again?
You can't beat him now because he never said no. They said
no. Listen me. Stop them keep on changing the rules. Listen me, we're talking about an organization that is clouded in corruption. That is a JFF. Regardless of where they want to come on them platform and come say they're clouded in corruption. They should get somebody in who can increase the integrity of the company. And I think that is what they're doing with Mr. Chung, which is doing a good job so far because he comes into the program with a lot of integrity. But he's not stupid. He'll know that he's walking into a corrupted environment and he'll have to go in there and clean it up. Nobody cleans a room that's clean already. So that's why them hire him to come and clean up the system. So hopefully he does a great job at it, and I wish him all the best because he seems to have good intentions. Right? Now, let me just say, this is a corrupt organization. We talk one thing out of one side of the mouth and next thing out of the next side of the mouth. And every time them come with, why they come with the cam thing when the ball them supposed to come in, they might tell you, oh, they make this rule for today, and then next week when they want some other ball when they want to come in, oh, we're only focusing on local players and college players from the college I play. You forget about that. We have short-term memory.
No.
Stop on the bush reading on it. Stop on high grading. Listen to me. The other day they were having a camp. Jay did while we were here. They were having a camp, local camp for the local players, quote unquote, for the under-20s. And they made one rule one day. Oh, we're just inviting local players. And they chose to go around certain local players who them want to go around and then invite a player from overseas. Oh, him just come here because, the ball did round and his ear did longer than everybody here. So that's why we call him. And they make an excuse why they want to include him in it. A college player, he wasn't playing the league. So these men keep on moving the rules to facilitate whatever narrative they want to put out to the public. The man need to stay consistent, and that's the exact reason that's the exact thing of a corrupt organization.
They brought in college players 2 times. Malik Owil and the next guy, the forward that they brought in for the one that they got 6, the Spain C team. So I understand where you're coming from. But all I'm saying is Jamaican Guna. If they have, I don't see you whisper in the national team no time for now, and I don't believe in that segment. I understand what you're saying, grooming players under 20.
If a man like you, Bellingham, would be in our England side, neither would be Saka, neither would be Musiala in a Germany side. Because that's a left Musiala in yard and bring one bigger baller than him. You have to believe in the youth, them brother.
That's where you have to lie on people flat out. You know why? Musiala, Pedri, all of those guys did something in football, Jamaican Guna. We Spanner do nothing in a Jamaican football, in a football, not at all more than a Manning Cup. That's all me I tell you. Musiala, them a star league. Bellingham a star. Bellingham a captain him damn team. Jamaican Guna, that a Dartmouth national team.
Him reach a captain the national team. How him reach there?
Because him start from academy. Them identify him as a talent. Him get a game on the team. So
which side him come from? Which side him come from?
Bellingham come from Birmingham City.
Birmingham City. Thank you very much. So hold on. So let me ask you a question now. You answer. Let me give you my statement now. Why I said what I said.
No, but you just diss me for no reason because
Brother, if it was, but no. If it was for you, a young player, which have the ability and is showing the ability and showing that he's better than his peers. Because Whisper is a level above the strikers them that I see local. He's a level above them. Right? So he's a level above them.
Well,
He's a level above them. The only test now is to see if he can play big man football. You understand? He's a level above the players, then, brother, in terms of the strikers. Then, I haven't seen a striker close to him in terms of ability and in terms of technique.
In the Money Cup, I would say yes, but I see this in the JPL, in the JPL, which
me not talk about the JPL. I said the Money Cup, my bro. Money Cup, me not talk about. So he's above the level of the Money Cup. In my view, Whisper is above the level of the Money Cup. No, hold on. I've heard from the beginning and the outset when they said that he was going to be playing Money Cup. I heard, you remember what I said? I said it in the chat. I said, if this youth can score 20 goals in this Manning Cup season, then he deserves all the hype that's coming around him. He went ahead and scored 29 or 30. So in my view, this youth is above the level of the Manning Cup or the local football, the schoolboy football. So he's at another level. So now, what level is that? Now, we have to test that and put the youth in our big man settings. Now, we are talking about, hold on, JT, get to the point. Hold on. Birmingham City took a chance on a 16-year-old kid called Bellingham. They took a chance on a 16-year-old kid. They kept him on, must have 15 and give him first. If somebody didn't take a chance on this school boy, still they go school, my brother. If nobody never take a chance on this youth, and the coach said, yo, I believe in that youth. He would when they know play World Cup, brother.
The right thing. You're saying the right thing, but why the national team need to do that? Why our next team can't do that? Why our next team can't do that? And then
brother, because we don't have that. Brother, we are going to Brazil. We don't have that. We don't have that, bro. We have to work. When we see somebody special, we have to give them the opportunity and see if them can step up to the plate, bro. We don't have. We're not Brazil and France in general.
No, Jamaica.
We want to come in country, bro.
No,
we never make World Cup, God.
Well, him have the opportunity because Mr. Butler have the opportunity. Mr. Butler is equally as anybody a foreign. We can send the players them off. So him have that Jamaican go now. So you cannot use it as an excuse. Him are the one person. Wamagi say about Bailey. The reason why I have to take the Manning Cup route because I don't have the luxury like Bailey to go to Europe. Him have that Jamaican go now. So you cannot use that as an excuse. Him have that. So him go to the places him already. So if he made that good, him already past the level, him reach the level. The other guys and that scout him would have taken him from that time. So you see what I'm trying
to say? Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. As I said, you can be a very good under 15 player and don't be a good under 17 player. And then you become a good under 20 player. And you don't be a good under 23 player. And then you become a good senior squad player. It's about people taking a chance on you. So I'm saying this Bellingham example was, I think he was 15 when he made his debut. I put a look of picnic on the field where I go school, brother. You know, so when you name Nuaneri play over there. Arsenal, my bro.
Here, tell Imaxit, please don't fight Whisper. There is no forward on Reggae Boyz roster that is better than Whisper. Tell her, please be civil and please be intelligent enough to know what I'm saying. Nobody fighting Whisper here. I'm trying to argue a point. Because I've just explained it.
Jamaican youth travels. You must listen to a conversation with context. If you listen to a conversation, I never tell you say Whisper performing at Manning Cup is the same as. And a Bundesliga and come from him. He's not a German player. Bundesliga is German league, bro. The man forward from Birmingham as a local youth. Someone at Birmingham took a chance on him. And they gave him his debut when he was, I think it was 15 or 16 years old. Him no born at the level them, bro. You have to look at where he's coming from. So if somebody didn't give him that chance, hold on, man, I'll give you the person I come in. If somebody didn't give him that chance, if somebody didn't believe in him at 15 years old, yeah, then he wouldn't have been where he has now. Somebody took a chance at him and said, listen, I think this kid is good enough, a schoolboy is good enough to play in Birmingham first team. When he left Birmingham first team, they retired the number 22 jersey. The whole place Europe, and I thought about why they might retire the number 22 jersey. Look at you. That's somebody believing in a kid. Somebody needs to believe in Whisper and put him in a national program and see if he make it or not.
Hutchinson 18 years old. That's how I'm hold my point. Hutchinson just 19. October the 29th, November. 1 month ago, him 18 years old. Him play for Chelsea team. That's why we give him a chance, because him got do something Jamaica and Guna. We have stop you people when I do nothing and approve nothing chances in a life.
As I said, if I for you, a ball couldn't forward a World Cup and tap the World Cup. Mario Kempes wouldn't exist on them ball there. Them would exist.
You know what I would agree with you. You know what I would agree with you. No, yes, a man now go come from off. I never play football, never play no level football, and just turn up in a World Cup. That now got me for me. You go for your club and go play for your club, and then once me can get the data for you, that me go do it just the same, no problem. Because the two different things Jamaica and Guna say. Jamaica and Guna just has try put a narrative in there, and me I try set you say, listen to me. This is the proper way you do things. You say the other guys, and because we started from the overseas, from the under 17, and you said the reason why Jamaican guys are for it because you don't know where some of them people are gonna matriculate into. So then why you take up a 17-year-old out of that same batch the way you don't know where he might go in a life, if you know if he might go turn out in something, and then put him in the national team. You have under 20, you have everything, but you don't do that. You move the goalpost because he's a local. You don't see the other.
Put him in the national program.
You don't see the actual other American them or the other English guy them. So then why is it you couldn't say that? Oh, yeah.
Me just talk about Omari Hutchinson. I say Omari Hutchinson in the big side, bro. The same thing. And Omari Hutchinson is born in England, so he's an overseas based player as well. So where you say that now compute.
No, don't tell me not compute, because you had said it before when they come in with under 17, a two different conversation. One a big man and one a 17. That's why I make sure to part them, So I listen to what you're saying, I can make sure to part them. You said to me the reason why the under 17 has to be a certain way, because some of them now go to turn out. Whisper 17. So him not have to turn out to be nothing either.
Him have to turn out to be something. That is why your chance is for. You either do it and don't do it, brother. You cannot know if he's gonna make it or not, my bro, if you don't give him the chance. You cannot tell the future. Me can't tell the future. I don't know that he's gonna be a big baller. You don't know that he's gonna be a not big baller. We don't know, bro. But the only thing is that you take a punt on a player that is talented enough. And he's talented enough. So take a punt on the player, bro. We are telling about.
It simply mean the man them where come from, the under 17 player them come from over there. If a 20 of them good and the 20 of them have make the team, a 20
bro, I was calling for the youth to play in a goal. The youth to play in the goal. In the under 20s, the UK based player that is in the goal. I was calling for the centre half that was there, and I think I was calling for one of the wingers them that was there too. You see me, the youth to play for Wolves. I was talking for hold on, bro. You keep on interrupting me, bro. Allow me to finish one part. I'm saying to you, I was calling for those players to be a part of the national program for the exact same reason. They're talented enough to be invited in the pool, play some big man football with some of the big baller them. They're from England, play some with the same thing I call for Omari Hutchinson, or the same thing I call for Wendy. A player don't have to be performing, brother. That's why it's called a chance. That's why I call it a chance. You take a chance on a young player, bro. If you believe that he has the ability, you take a chance on him. So bro, listen to me. Martinelli, hold on, you keep on interrupting me and not allowing me to finish a point. Martinelli, who plays for Brazil national team and plays for Arsenal Football Club, was playing at 4th division football when he got bought, bro. Kante was playing at 4th division French football when he got caught. When he got called up and got bought up by Leicester, I think.
We're Whisper playing.
You understand me, I say, bro? Whisper is playing schoolboy football, and he's the best schoolboy player. And we need players for the future. So bring him in, invite him in, make him play. He don't have to play the match, But bring him in, let him train with the big baller them. They're on the big baller them, call him. Make him take up a slot. Because he's for the future. You have to plan for the future. If it was to some man, no baller no come in, every baller come in at 25, brother. We need to get out of that mentality, my brother.
You jump up and try put me in a bracket based off what he said. It surprised me.
Brother, I'm not putting in a bracket, brother. I'm not putting in a bracket, because you know one word. A word going in a bracket.
Brother, this is madness you're talking, Jamaican Guna. There is no promise. Show the Manning Cup is a very average level football, very average level when you combine to worldwide. Very average level if you want, and you know that too because you go
Do
everywhere.
you know that? Do you know that 5 years ago? Do you know that 5 years ago, Jordan Pickford was playing Bush League?
But
Do you know
Jamaica,
that?
why you
Do
keep
you
on
know
the
that 5 years ago, Jordan Pickford was playing Bush League?
oh,
So if you don't
Jordan?
have players like you, them like pick the man that play Premier League alone, brother.
No,
Bring
Jordan
in the
Pickford.
youth on the side and groom the youth, brother. That's how we must say.
Say no make no sense. Yeah, we are saying no make no sense. Bush League better than where we spend. We not play for your club. Same now play no league. So you keep on and move the goalpost and now tell me what the youth are play. When we the man them can so what we are doing now, we are manufacture ways now for put pressure upon the people when they are at the top for force so that they do things where we benefit we in our head space. You have 4 other youths in the under 20, them play. Them play and do a job. Me not take them more call, you know. Me not take them more call, guys. Them do a job. Them do a job because me no bag of Butler fans and Butler heights bag of calling. Me no unite. All right, yeah, man. Yeah, me drop the link so people could have come on them time if they want. Me no in a bag of delusional thing. If you not play for your team, simple. Me not answer no call from your Flavor Max. Me don't talk. Me have a link there. It done. Simple. You join the link or you scroll up and find the link. All right, simple as that. I want to you, man. Me simple say. If you not do nothing, in your life, you cannot get rewarded. You don't reward lack of product. The man is so good, no problem. Send the youth, gotta do something. And when the youth do something, you come back. Everything Jamaica gonna give me is when the youth them go do something and then come back. When the youth go do something, that's the actual the man I give me an explanation, and every explanation when I give me, I tell me exactly what I say. Send the youth to do something and then come back. You know, prove yourself, bro. Me see the man I play against JC, brother. And a 55 runs are the same runs him do, and every one of the 55 runs, Blake take the ball from him. Every one of the same 55 runs over and over. That simply means the youth have to develop a lot more. Jamaican gonna me I watch him, me not watch no.
I agree with you there. That's the only thing that I agree with you. I agree with you that he has to develop more, and I'm 100% certain.
Jamaica gonna know people that we that talk about the free kick when him score. Them not none of them watch the game. Me I watch the game. And all him do the other day a cast him team. All him do the other day a cast him team. Even 1-2 they for play. I mean I say play the damn 1-2. You know what that happened? You know what? No, there's a Jamaican gonna. The hype thing sometimes get to the kids' head. And you mess up a little thing where you could have developed from. So that's why Jamaica mental part of football is something to Jamaican Guna, and it is big. So don't skip the process. You send the youth them. Liam Bailey said the same thing. Liam Bailey were in the same camp as Whisper, said the same thing. You don't cut the corners because when you want to come to Europe, then you have to do 10 times harder. So what you need to do is to soak up every information possible and use that for go forward. You understand me? You have to use them to your Jamaican goodness. So no come and talk about me no want to bust the youth or nothing. No me talk about the most youth footballer. No me coming to the Manning Cup and talk about all the youth them where play good. So we are talking about me no want to bust no baller. Me just try to say you're standard. You have under 20. Me not go come and sell a propaganda, bro. You know me as a real person. If me not see me, I watch the youth play. And me I tell you say the standard of Manning Cup is very poor. Very, very poor. And when him come up against a man when we start the stream, I say, yes, this is a time now. We see him do it against CC. CC never respect a KC. Them come up and play on the offline, and then him turn on the counter, him win the ball, or him teammate win the ball. Them score, no problem. All right, what now? We know that Romy and Blake on the field. Now Romy and Blake play higher level football than when we talk about it over. So I say we want to see Romy and Blake are gonna deal with Whisper now. Whisper gonna deal with him, so we can do the comparison because Romy and Blake made the under 20 team, and apparently everyone says none of them man never make the team. I Whisper everyone about the ball and make the team. All right, so now we are gonna check something now. So we want to see Romy and Blake now square off. You know what Romy and Blake do Jamaican Guna? Every single side Whisper upon him transfer over the side there. More people in the chat. Tell me, send that MC. Every single side Whisper on Jamaican Guna, Romy and Blake go over there with our next person. Like him job was to stop Whisper playing from the day there. And every single tackle, every time Whisper beat a man, Romy and Blake there, and the next man to take the ball from him. Whisper lose around 55 balls.
So we can chip in now. We can chip in now.
Mr.
You realize I didn't interrupt. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt your monologue. My lord, if it's talking as me talk, you want to interrupt me, no, brother. Listen me now. As I'm saying to you, sir, listen very carefully to what I say. As I said, some people listen to one word and I listen to two. Listen me very carefully. This is my YouTube, and you can replay back to see what I say exactly what I say. Now listen carefully. If there's a player called Pearson that was called up to the national program based on his performances in the Manning Cup, and Ziminis was called up because his performances in the Manning Cup, and I'm all in support of this. Remember, put things in context. We're in a rebuilding phase with the national program, so we should be looking at the under 20s and the under 17s players of that age group between, let's say, 17, 18, 19, 20 going up. We should be looking at a specific profile so that those players can be in and around the national program. We have a big pool of players that we can bring in, of those players in and around the national program. So by 4 years' time, we'll have a pool of players who are used to the national program, used to each other. Them look at something there, right? Now we're looking at some youth players who are gonna come in. We're looking at some youth players who are gonna be, Look at Baby Gardner, for instance. Baby Gardner, Rene Simoes came to Jamaica, yeah? Me come from Waterhouse. Olympic Garden have a side. Olympic Garden wasn't playing JPL. It wasn't JPL at that time, but let's say JPL, right? They are not playing JPL. They're playing, which is the second division. Kingston and St. Andrews, second division. And they found a player from the Kingston and St. Andrews, second division, who they deemed to be better than all of the other centers. His player was called Pepe Godisi. Ian Pepe Godisi. He became a stalwart of the Jamaica national program. There was another player that they saw at the Manning Cup when they went to watch a Manning Cup match. And they saw a player called Ricardo Gardner, who was playing left wing. Them take Ricardo Gardner and fling him in the side. You know who for game Ricardo Gardner got when he went into the national program? A person who was loved by Jamaica called Gregory Mesa.
Jamaican Guna, but you should add the same. Ricardo Gardner was never plucked out of the Manning Cup. He made a play.
He was a Manning Cup match. A Manning Cup watching play.
Okay, so he never played a Premier League match. No,
yeah, I don't think he was playing Premier League at the time. But so Baby Gardner, as me say, it's called a chance, you know, bro. At 17-year-old schoolboy, even if he was playing at Manning Cup, it's the same. He was playing at Harborview. Sorry, it's the same thing. A 17-year-old schoolboy was spotted by a coach, and he think that he was good enough. He gave him a run in the Harborview team. He impressed in the Harborview team against big man players. And the national program coach came and saw the same player, and he picked the 17-year-old kid who was playing schoolboy football and playing National League at the time. And then take the two and using those two things, them take him and throw him in IT.
No, national team as well. Stop making it look like said because
hold on, he didn't go to under 23, he didn't go to under 17 or under 19 or whatever it is. He went to the national program. Now listen, that is Rene Simoes taking a chance on a youth player. Either him do it or him don't do it. So if you're calling the player, you're bringing him in amongst the players. Just listen to context. I'm going to keep on a misquote me and go and think little slick. Bring him in the national program, even if he doesn't play. But even if he doesn't play a match, bring him in so that he can play amongst the bigger players and learn. And then we will see how far his development is in comparison to big man play. If you don't bring him in, you will never see it. He's that talented. He's talented enough that he's above all the strikers in the local schoolboy football. He's above them. He's good enough so he could be playing in the JPL. True or false? Do you think he could be playing in the JPL?
I think based on what he did, he should be given the chance and more than deserve the chance, 100%. Because I would love to see him play in the JPL. I would love to see that. If he has some,
his comparison to some of the players, then because some members last season we'd have some local youth playing in JPL and a couple of money playing in JPL. More like to you. And he's better than the whole of them. He's better than the whole of them, brother. So we cannot tell unless we give him the chance. We cannot tell if he would impress in the JPL. We can't know. We can't tell us say yes he can or yes he wouldn't. I don't know. We have to just take a chance on the player.
Look, you come back to the point. You don't know if him gonna do well in a JPL or whatever, but you assume that he gonna do well because you think he's better than all the guys in the Manning Cup, which I agree. He might be the best striker in the Manning Cup, 100%, no problem. I agree with that. So definitely the next spot is the JPL. Okay, no problem. Oh, your point, your point. We love it. We love where you screw up right there. All right, so your point now. Bibi, you yourself brought up documents the last time and tell me that we beat a bus down the Waterhouse wing. So you remember, you just forcefully figure.
No, I'm not forget, man. Bro, I am not gonna remember. As I said, I gave myself the opening that I'm saying to you. Even if he was playing for Harborview, you know make a difference, bro. It was the Harborview coach who saw the youth play and bring him in at the side, brother. And make him play big man football, bro. So me I talk about that chance. I'm not going like you know me I talk about a chance. Give the youth a chance if you think he's talented enough. The only way you can know if he's gonna impress is put him in there, bro.
You know what? You want me to talk now, Jamaican girl? I don't
Yes,
think
sir.
we.
I do that the whole time. I know me. As me start again, sir. But go.
Me not think Whisper the most talented player out of from 17 to 21. Nowhere near it. Me see other talents where me think you could have give a chance as well too.
I see a midfielder. I think a stats in play for. I think a stats. No, talent. I see a midfielder. I think a stats in play for. One terrible looking boy.
Jamaican good. Me not talk nobody in Jamaica, man. Me talking at the under 20. No, me I put him in the under 20 batch. Me not talk the Manning Cup guys them. Me I talk under 20s. No man, me think Whisper the best player in the Manning Cup. Me think him the best player in the Manning Cup, but with others.
Mr. Midfielder will feel like a terrible boy, but him don't look like him ready yet, but him not have that bravery there, you know. But him have skills, man.
Let me make sure I'm clear. Me not think so Whisper are the best talent Jamaica have at under 17 to 21. From the age 17 to 21. Me have a whole heap more players where me think included this man named Omari Hutchinson. We need to put some respect, all right? Yes. Omari Hutchinson, I think ahead of Whisper by a good stretch. Good stretch. All right. The goalkeeper is an exceptional goalkeeper. We're just waiting on him to come up. All right. Yes. So then there are two people. You have my boy will play center back, and you have my boy will play right or left back. The guy will play center back playing at the under 20. He might head of Whisper. The left back Lamba Kisa. He might head of Whisper. The defensive central. He might head of Whisper. All right. So that are 5 players. All right. So why we wouldn't say get those 5 players in the system now and can we facilitate those 5 players? And is it that not the same 16 plus 7 thing that we're doing what Parlal just left? Those are the 3 points, you know. I've just named 5 players which you know is better than him because they are playing in highest level of football, or the second tier to the highest level of football and performing. But yet still I don't hear people clanging around for those guys. Why we don't bring in my boy we play because he was a left-footed centre back.
Lambert said the youth play for Wolves, the Fina Jamaica side, the big side.
Lambasiki just get him went again. So Lambasiki out of the way. We know that he mean it. But what happened to my boy we play? Somebody gonna put up his name. Put up his name for the left centre back, the left sided centre back. What about it? What about him? So we have 5 Morgan. He might play Morgan. Put Morgan in it. You put the goalkeeper in it.
But I said that. I said I put the goalkeeper, I put Morgan and the youth to play for Wolves to play on the right wing. The brown youth. Roberts, Tyler Roberts.
Wouldn't put Tyler Roberts in it because some people would say that he not matriculate fast enough. So, but me think he might. But me think he might matriculate as the others them far. So you guys can see with fear. So
listen me, JD, me can get in a point. Listen me. What I'm saying to you is this. Look, we're talking about young players getting, and I say it one more time. CHANCE, chance. You're taking a chance on a young player to see if what you see him can bring it. A player, they took a chance with Pele when Pele was in Brazil playing football. They took a chance with him and bring him to the World Cup. They took a chance with Lionel Messi. I was watching an under 20 Brazil match when Lionel Messi just a bus and he was up on the bench. He was on the bench because he didn't make a first team appearance for Barcelona yet. He was on the bench for Argentina under 20. You understand what I said to you? This is Lionel Messi we're talking about. No, I'm just telling you that it's a chance. So it can go either way. I'm not saying that he's gonna get the national call up and he's gonna score hat-trick on his debut. And then I'm not saying he's not gonna do that either. We are saying give him the chance and see what he does. Call him and make it train with the big man, them brother. That's how we say. Call.
You're saying from before, but you come to the right point, you know. You say Jamaica not have the development facilitate certain things. Your man for play for club and improve. You have to use the national team. And me say to you, say, Mr. Butler have that development because him can get the players them overseas. So me did answer, you know. You get me? So me just try to show you. So me understand what you're saying, but me just try to say it looks like say we have other players ahead of him, and that's proven because they are trying to get into those places, and he's trying to do his thing as well. But they are ahead of the curve, and we're not hearing people clamoring for them. So, how are we going to get 27, 8 of them in the team? I don't think it's possible because this man wants to win and he wants the guys at the highest level, and maybe he's going to choose the other guys above maybe Hutchinson make it, but above the rest. You understand me? So it's not going to be so much spots. So if those guys can't get in the 5 that we talk about, we Spargo get in. And that me that try to say to you, Jamaica Guna. And that me that try preface the conversation for you.
And I maintain this. We have 2 dates coming up which are non-FIFA dates, that we won't have our big players available. Michael Antonio, these big players will not be coming in. Jamal Lowe and all these players. We don't have these players. We have the spot where we can call in a whisper and take a chance at him on a non-FIFA day. Bring in the baller, give him a chance. If Lamar Walker and Pearson and Ziminis can get called up, and the whole of them baller they can get call up whisper. That is it. You are going like we are Brazil. You going to feel like we are Brazil, boy, yeah? Well, we see a talented youth, we have given him an opportunity. Is it same thing they did with Boza? Boza was a local youth where the man him take a chance pan, shove him up at the front of the JPL in a local league, take a chance with him, a man see him and he get called up to the national program, and man see him and pick him. Boza never get called to the national program at 24 and get called when almost 19, bro. Come on, man, give you a chance.
JPL, don't get you keep on. You know what Jamaican going to do? Switch the part where we are actually saying no, we actually agree, you know. Because me just tell us no, we don't agree, but we agree upon the channel should go, because you just say them take out Boza and fling him in our emphasize fling him in our one national team. Okay, in our national Premier League team. All right, he went in the Premier League team. Did he do well in the Premier League team?
Yes, because somebody took a CHANCE on him, a chance. Somebody took a chance on him.
Let me tell you, they don't need to shout and bully me, because you're not going to bully me.
If I sound like me, I shout through the headphone, then hear me. Come have my headphone. Me not bully no man, dog. Me no bully man. I'm to the man.
Fire belt, I go reach you, because you know what I'm trying
to say. As I'm saying, but you know what I'm trying to say. I'm still a girl. Me say give the youth a chance. Any man that chat about the national team is not for chance. No baller would come through and no baller would get an opportunity to represent in country. Every time a man take a chance in a player, but we don't know if look how much big baller we import and then no good.
That's all in the Jamaican good, because we want to get you, we want to convert you, you know. Yeah, you're not a convertible, you know. So we want to convert you. Because listen to me now. Hear what we're saying now. Boza went to the JPL, did his thing and got called. No problem, right? That is fair. That is very fair, Jamaican Guna. So, are you saying that the Manning Cup is better than the Premier League, the Jamaica Premier League? Would you consider that? Just asking.
No.
Move on. So no, he's not. It's not better than the JPL. All right, fair enough then. All right. So you think that the JPL has gotten worse since Shamar left the JPL, or it has improved?
It has gotten worse.
It has gotten worse. Okay,
yes.
No, I see. No, I see where you're trying to go then, because you say it has gotten worse. All right, no problem. No, I see where you're trying to go then, because
schoolboy football has improved. So while JPL has gotten worse, schoolboy football has improved.
Okay, so JPL inched up to school. The schoolboy football inched up to the.
Yeah, schoolboy football has improved. Yeah, over the last maybe 2 or 3 seasons, it has been an improvement in the wildlife.
So now we know where he's making his calculation, because that's the problem. I saw the JPL. Obviously, it's not at the highest level, but I don't think it is as bad as what Jamaican Guna describe it as. It is nowhere near the schoolboy level. The schoolboy level is very poor, comparable to the JPL. I think the JPL is a good stretch better than the schoolboy football. I'm very sorry.
I said that. I said it's better. I said it's better. I said that. Don't misquote. I said it's better. And you asked me a different question, which was, do you think it has gotten worse? And I said yes. And I responded additionally, I think the schoolboy football has gotten better. I did not say Yes, boy football is better than JPL. I did not say that.
No,
You
but
asked, that was the first question, and I said, no, I don't think so.
when you keep on arguing the point, what I say, you agree, say that inch closer, or you think it's a distance widen? Then answer that.
It's a distance. Big man football and schoolboy football are nice same thing, bro.
Okay, then. So then that's now we get to answer then. So then that's where I'm coming from, because I saw it as a far better, the JPL as better than the schoolboy football, and it's not close either. Because
it's not close. Big man level is just some youths can go. You have a youth where you impress at youth football, you put in a big man league, it doesn't do well. You have another youth where don't even impress at youth football, and you put him in a big man league and it does well. It depends on the player. So we cannot know until we give a chance to that player. Until somebody believes in that player and gives that player a chance, then that's it. All I'm saying from day one, and I've never changed my context, is this. We have 2 FIFA dates. Let's say we have 2 FIFA dates. Presumably coming up in January and February, non-FIFA dates, sorry. Give the youth to impress the most in the schoolboy football, local schoolboy football, which is very highly promoted, very highly attended. Give the youth there the opportunity to show his skills even if he doesn't play. Bring him in, make him play with the big ball of them, train with the big ball of them, because we're looking ahead. We're not at the level where we're going to think of winning the Nations League, or we are winning. We are at the level now where we should be developing players for the World Cup, which is going to be held in our backyard. That's how we are talking about.
What you mean? No, let me don't cheat, Jack.
Brother, we can't win the Nations League. Which Nations League, brother?
So
we win the Nations League.
Against Mexico. No win over Suriname, and we can. Okay, so then why we have hope in a whisper? Say I'm gonna do good then.
Me never say no hope. Me never say no hope. Me say give him a chance. That is all me have. Don't play red semantics with me, God. Me just make you know say give you a chance. That's all me say. No matter where you go around the corner, you go down, go up the road, down the road, climb upstairs, go downstairs, go down the fire. Me no business. What me I say is we have 2 non-FIFA dates coming up. Give the youth an opportunity. Jordan Fletcher and them youth there, them star up National League. The man them play overseas. They might not be playing at the highest level, but they playing overseas. I'm proud of them, and them do them job over there. Big them up. But at the same time, we have a youth here that is the top of the schoolboy foot, the best schoolboy footballer that we have seen maybe in the last 5 years. Give him a chance in the national program. Hold on, let me finish this before we say. Additionally, if Pearson and Zimenez can be in the national program, so can Whisper. That's it.
Yeah. Oh my God! You know, one thing you master the theatric of the Jamaican people. Maybe I don't have that skill set. It's okay. You understand me? And advocate review. If I said Clark is better than Whisper, I have not seen Whisper played on the level of where Clark played. So you have to wait until he leveled up to that level. Then you can see which one is better. How about that?
Dr. Dan is saying that the national team is not a development league, and I agree. The senior national team is not for development. That's true. But you have to look at context. Where we are right now, what are we going to do? We are going to continue playing these players, or we're going to seek new players that can come in that we're going to prepare for? Why we don't want to start and get in some new youth players, some 20, 21, 22 profile players? That means that by the time that them players are ready, and we'll have some new players coming in that we can blood in the national program for the next 3-4 years. When World Cup qualifiers start 3 years time from now, we're up and gunning because them players have been, at least we have a pool of players, let's say 40 players that have been playing together in and out for the last 2-3 years together. Be it in the Nations League every year, or be it in practice matches. We try a player, him don't work, make him go one side, go and place until when him ready again. We're not in a level, we're not Brazil, bro. We're Jamaica, we are minnows in football, no G. Minnows, no matter how we think of our ball, them and rate them and love them, and we're minnows in football. So we have to know where we're at, and we try recruit, so we have to start preparing now for the next World Cup. That should be our objective.
So by your logic, Jamaica not good, and we are not a top level team, and we know the thing for we don't need.
Me never said Jamaica not good. Me just said to you, say we are minnows in football.
Let me talk.
Because you can't put word in my mouth and tell me say make it talk. Me never said Jamaica not good. Me say we are minnows in football. That's what I said. Minnows.
Let me talk. That you are trying to say, because you're trying to tell me that we are going to play Mexico and we just lay down and Mexico just beat we. Because we
not to lay down. If we stand up, Mexico still can beat we. If we fly, Mexico still can beat we. Where we are talking about Mexico, they are World Cup. Jamaica, they are World Cup, brother. Mexico just get kicked out of the World Cup couple days ago. Jamaica they in the World Cup. Jamaica not even there at the World Mug. So we have to know where we're there. We are developed with team now for 4 years from now, the World Cup. Let's say 3 years from now when the World Cup qualifiers start. Omari Hutchinson, if Whisper comes in and impresses the coach, whatever, you keep him around when Michael Antonio forward in, him not have to play. Make him there on the big ball of them and learn. You over to me, I say, bro, G. He have the talent, so let's see if he can do it. If he can't do it, then that's fine, bro. Move on to the next one, find another baller. But we have to have youth players coming in that we can develop in the national program. Right now, we're at development stage. We know they know if we are going like so we're on top of the world. We feel like we're France.
Oh my God! So guys, you see what I'm going on? But the way so when them come here, so I know I'm not talking not about the national team. None of you guys don't fight me out because Jamaica going to say, oh, there's no national, but Jamaica not good. I want to put all of the young youth in Nigeria and see if we can develop a core for the next 4 years. So we don't about a waste of time and watch nothing for the 2026. We just turn up at the Gold Cup.
No, I said to you, look, no, JD. But I'm joke aside, brother. We have to pray the thing realistic like that. Bro, we as Jamaicans, the whole of it sometimes we're too delusional, brother. We have to bear in mind that only one of our local born players is playing in any of the top 5 leagues across the whole entire world. One. And we say how much thousands of players involved in the world in the top 5 leagues. We're talking about the top 5 leagues in the world. England, Spain, Germany, Italy, and Portugal, or it can be there's another league that falls there. Yeah. I think it's Netherlands league or one of them league there, right? Mm-hmm. So we and one player having the whole of them league there, brother. One dege 1-0 dege player. In the whole entire Jamaica, we say we are the greatest in the world. We have one player of thousands of players who is actually a born Jamaican playing in any of the top 5 leagues. Come on, man. Let's be realistic. We're building for 2026, yeah? We're going to start playing in 2025 for the World Cup qualifiers. We have World Cup coming up. We have to start adding some blood the squad, same like what René Simoes did do. Come in. You know how much big baller René Simoes kick out of Jamaica side? When Simoes came into Jamaica side, I was a local youth working at Gleaner, brother. So we used to have the training session there. You know how much big baller couldn't the man calling a youth named Dean Sewell and kick out some big baller, make the whole Jamaica Europe, and I said, oh, you have to kick out them big baller. Man, they mash up National League, and Dean Sewell was a little man down on one part. I think he didn't play for Kansas at the time. You see me, I said to you, but the man just change the whole dynamic of the team, and you gotta get cussing, bro. Remember, I said football is a game of opinions, you know. So all of we here, we're sharing our opinions. Nobody knows. We don't know. Me just give my opinion. You can disagree with my opinion 1,000%. You're not wrong with that. You have to disagree with yours 1,000%. That's cool. But football is you know what I mean? So a coach will say, yo, that baller, a coach will say, yo, that baller is a good baller. And another coach say, that baller, they are rocks. And then another coach come and say, that baller, they are good baller. I see him baller, the baller not change. He's just the coach's opinion of the footballer. You know what I mean? So we have to look at that. We have to say, okay, if this player good enough, give him a chance. If he doesn't make it, then he doesn't make it, bro. But at least you give him the chance to make it. So you put him there, give him the opportunity. And if he impress, he impress. If he doesn't impress, he doesn't impress. That's it.
And I don't see the case for that either. I think there is other tournaments and competition for that and a club. That's all I've said, you know. Clubs are there, tournaments and competition at a lower level is there. So we try that first so we can gamble on that. And I had more belief that the national team with
you know what is really, looking hindsight this 2020. You know what would have been great if the youth did make the under 20 side and dip on the under 20 side, and we see what they made up against his age group.
I don't think you guys would have been talking like that. You know why? Because people actually forgot that him play Coles, and he made actually play the Manning Cup the JPL games them, and me to watch him every single time. I just think that the youth improve over and over and over and over. That's why I made a big claim to say that he would have dominated the Premier, the Manning Cup when he went there. That's why I made that claim, because I was watching the guy every day. Richie send the videos them. I showed me where to go for the videos. I went there and watched them. You understand me? So that's why I said so. So if he had gone to the under 20s, maybe a lot of you guys, I would not be so much, because the player is learning. What you have to give the player credit for is how much he grasped in a certain time span. You understand me? I saw him playing in the Manning Cup. You mean the JPL games them coming up? I saw it, and he was not as impressive as now as how he look. He's growing. He goes place, learn more things. and that's called development. Is the problem is now we understand why Guna come to that claim in the end, because he don't see the national team as nothing, which I completely disagree. I just thought we had a terrible manager, and now we get a better manager, so we can put two and two together. That's the difference. So now you realize why I have a standard for the national team and why Guna don't have a standard for the national team, and hence why you could have put a whisper on anybody else in the team. No, you understand. So now you get the argument. That's why we love to have conversation so we can end on something. And now I get exactly where he's coming from. You get me? Now we understand where he's coming from. You get me? Against the JPL teams, yes, the manager was terrible at that time. But against the JPL team, against the JPL team, he never looked over the top. He did some things at times, just like the rest of the Phoenix players. The videos are there, you know. The videos are there, you know. But Advocate Review would never tell you that. He would have never told you about the goals. He never scored 750 goals in the goals. So the youth is on a projection, a trajectory. The problem is you guys are trying to force it, and I have watched way more. I've watched way more video of Whisper more than all of these guys that's talking Africans. That is the problem, you know. Because remember, I am the one his father sent the thing to, you know, before all of these guys, you know, before the internet blew up about this kid, you know. Remember, it was here the internet blew up about this kid, you know, and the same Imaxit channel, you know, all they're talking, you know. You understand me? So it simply means we are watching. We are watching, and we are watching his development. So when we are talking about Whisper, nobody should be telling us that we can't talk. Okay, you said send me the link. All right. Let me try and get the link. I will drop it here so Jamaica can go. I'm gonna drop it in the chat and you can come back on. And let me just do. I pray Richie cut off JD. Advocate, if Richie want to cut me off, you think that's a problem for me? Or you think Richie realized that I'm a realistic person? So I think maybe Advocate, I am a better person more than a lot of people what you would have signed Richie to. It makes more sense because I think logical. You get me? So when even Richie himself may be thinking a certain way, me there to say, boy, X and X, you know, and Y and do this. You understand me? But I'm not gonna come here and tell you lies. So you have to respect my mentality. Simple. I'm just a person that actually think logical, and I've already gone places where you never go. So you know nothing more than the Manning Cup. So you can't tell me foolishness. So I went the places where all of the highest level footballers them there. So why should I be here to listen to you and tell me foolishness? You understand me? You're what he's gonna say no Africans, because we want to finish up. When we can't pass 3 hours, we said we are gonna do 2 hours, and we are at actually two and a half. But through Jamaican gonna say he's gonna come on. We will do the 3 hours, no problem. Here he's gonna say, here Advocate sure says he's just flat out bad mind and xenophobic. Oh, Jamari Clark played 12 games, average 16 minutes and had 2 goals. And they loaned him out. Okay, well, that's a standard. You're applying a standard for different persons to say that they are no good. So what is the standard? What is the standard you're using to say that other players are good? So now you're going to tell people that the Manning Cup is better than the championship. You see, saying have the much sense. Advocate, no disrespect, but you know the most sense, because when you're blind to the truth, you know the problem is, Advocate, I will not talk again. I will just finish because Jamaica going to continue this. That's how we continue it. I will just finish, and I'm going to bet you. Because everything we're messing on YouTube, I've converted YouTube. When I came here, every part of YouTube was Jamaica. And me come internationalize the Jamaican category of YouTube. So now come tell me about foolishness. Everybody was delusional just like you, Advocate, until me arrive. Ask them. All right? And then when the truth come out, then people learn. Everybody was delusional as us like you. And until me arrive, I'm going to come bring actually the truth. So you should have called me the truth rather than anything else. All right? But me, you're a liar, bro. Go, man. Move up. So, anyways, Brandon, massive respect. Thanks to the super chat. Jimenez and Pearson played in the JPL, so you could assess them at a higher level than SBF. The national team is not a development tool. That simple. Yes, Mr. Dre. Really? Yes, Mr. J. Because before I come here, everybody used to. It was the xenophobia, yes, and people think that they are all in themselves and great, and everybody at Jamaica the best footballers them. Until me come here, and me come and literally say everybody forget the team, because no man from Jamaica when me come here, they me alone and them man they are God. And from come here and come telling the things what we never want to research. Yes, yes. So, Mr. J, yes, I have come convert here like Jesus Christ. So that if you remember, so you need to put some respect on my name. All right? Yeah, man. So don't come tell me no foolishness, man, but no eye for talent. Me no eye for lies. That's the problem. Me no eye for lies. Simple.
Look,
Yes, I don't have eye for
JD,
lies, you know? Mm-hmm.
after sitting and looking pretty for about an hour, and looking
Yes, yes.
pretty
But
is a
Jamaican Kuna
is
wanted to come back
is
on.
is a subjective statement. I will
Yes.
simply say, look, when it comes to players, look, for every Alfonso Davies, there's a Baloo Tabla. For
Mr.
every
Dre, Mr. Dre, I am not asking you. Me say everybody, Mr. Dre. So if you want to go up in your feeling, me not ask you. Me say everybody when me come here. Me not ask you. I tell you. All right? Everything, everybody, me not ask you. And me a talk. When me say it, I've said it. So say what you want to say. Me I tell you. When me come here, everybody Jamaicanized. I mean, if you come international, everybody, because everybody brain cell never work, even when them have a brain cell, because them have a bias to get funds. And me come talk the truth and make people know you can talk the truth, and Jamaican people have to accept it. Because when the truth come out, they see the truth, you work with it. Not come tell me nothing. You can't come take away. Mr. Dre, you can't come take away what me actually be here for and what people know me for. Not tell me no foolishness, man. I want you, man, but stop generalizing. Me not ask you. Me I tell you that. 1000%. Yes, sorry about that, Africans. Because some of them like to come up and say what they must say when they never they around. If you never they around, oh, you can know. Me not ask you. Me I tell you.
there are wonderkins every day. There are players you think will develop all the time. At the end of the day, you have to see them develop. If they dominate one level, you have to bring them up a level and let them grow at a rate.
How
If you
much
bring
I
them
do?
up to few players are actually good enough to jump up, and if they can do so, that gives you the opportunity to do. But that doesn't happen for everyone. And if you speed it up too much, you can ruin the player as it is. So if players are good enough, use the processes, use the things that are there, right? I always joke with I know more failed Ghanaian stars than some countries have seen successful players, right? For every for every and so at the end of the day, if this player is good, he's at the schoolboy, bring him up to the league, bring him up to an actual league and have him dominate that layer. It's the same thing with any sport here. If you're good at a level, you move and you get better. You don't automatically go there. Some are talented enough, there's no doubt, but right now, you're at a point where you need every good player. It's not just about one, and not all of them are going to develop. Every player we've talked about today could flop. There's equal chance that every player that we've talked about today will flop in the same breath that every player that we've talked about is another one. Yeah, Freddie Adu gets the American moniker there. He left Ghana and chose the USA, so he's an American flop, not a Ghanaian flop. I just like to pass that in, but still, there's wonderkins like that there. Ransford SA, Dominic Adidia, when you had other players, right? So players, it's important for them to develop. If they are good enough, that talent will always rise to the top. You don't have to rush it, because if you rush it, you spoil the batch. So let the players develop. If they're good at this level, great. Congratulations. Move on to the next level and get there. You don't have to go to the national team. You're not, who are you, if you're going to try to bring him in, who are you exactly trying to get him from? It's not as if there is another country that's reaching to try to cap tie him. You have time, you can give him time to develop, and when he is ready, you bring him in and you go. You don't have to rush everything. Yes, Jamaica doesn't have the tools to be another country. Yes, in the same way, like I say, Jamaica needs to leave 1998. I didn't say go to 2022. Just reach 2010. So you don't have to be a Brazil, but you can be somewhere in the middle. You can look at teams that have developed. You can look at countries that have developed and use their systems and say, what can we take from that? Not everyone's going to be Brazil. Only Brazil is Brazil. So in that case, find ways to develop. If you don't have it in the country.
Yeah. For facts, man. I don't know why Jamaican go there now. Come on. I me away from him.
But U20 to it's U20 is the words. At that level, I would still say get him playing professionally before you say he's dominated. He's dominated a tournament. He dominated a tournament.
But
at the end of the day, he dominated a tournament.
I'm going to show you how people like Advocate and most of these guys have selective memory. Their God, Leon Daly, literally told you that certain things can't happen. You should not do certain things. Their God, just said the same thing, the man that's playing, the head of the Phoenix, literally telling you that, listen to me, you can't skip no step. Then Maggie came in and said the same thing. So everybody's saying the same thing, and they're acting like I am the one that's bad mind. I'm dropping a video link. No, man, the link was. Oh
you
God,
dropped the YouTube link.
Sorry, Jamaican good. Sorry, Jamaican good. My fault. Because me have to just burn out some of them people sometimes. Them get me head charge, But Jamaican good. Me drop the link. All right. So make sure you come on. Yeah, come here, wait on it. Yeah, man. Wait on Jamaican good argument. Yeah, man. Some man, them need to think logical, man. And them, the problem is Africans. Me, I don't want to go around every single day, keep talking about JFF this and JFF that. I never came on YouTube. I never came on YouTube for none of this. You understand me? What advocate review. You click the link. Where you say?
Go on.
Yeah, man. Come tell me. Oh, before you go, guys, I'm going to put Grimy family link in the chat. He's a Jamaican. You guys claim to support Jamaica, so please go and support Grimy family. He has a music channel, and I need to start actually promote it. You understand me? Because I told him that I'm going to do it. So make sure you support me by supporting Grimy family. He's a Jamaican, so care on the bun me out and say me a Jamaican and all sort of stuff. It's okay. When you support Grimy family, I'm a Jamaican. I'm going to drop the link for Grimy soon. Yes, so go ahead, Mr. Advocate. I'm begging Advocate. Yes, finally you come up. Tell me, Advocate, convert me to the Whisper Church, like how we did at Maggie Church. Sir Advocate, how are you doing? Him not answer. Advocate, you're on the show, So we are waiting on you to give. Let me grab it. All right, so Advocate not talk. So Advocate come up and not talk. No, Grimy is not Asian, man. Grimy is Jamaican. Grimy family. Okay, so we have Kwan. We don't see Kwan long in the chat, and we see Kwan on the screen. It's Kwan, it's on superstar. Yeah, you stop comment. I'm not see from what day. What go on?
Here, because of busy purposes, that's why I'm unable to come here at time.
All right. And the big Kwan there with me from a long time, So Kwan, what the show spoil. The show spoil. So let me know what go on. What say you on this conversation?
Oh yes, I just saw you saw that you're on live. So when I was listening the conversation pertaining to Whisper, that's why I jump on, because I want to address this conversation.
Yeah.
People have this narrative around Whisper. And to be honest, I am watching schoolboy football from early 2000 when I was going to school. And to be honest, when I see some talents that gone by, Whisper is nowhere near those talents. I'm just gonna start from 2005. You see, you did have a youth named Cornell Learman. Whisper nowhere the level of Cornell Learman. You have on it, he scored 45 goals in
Jesus
schoolboy
Christ.
football.
All right.
45 goals.
All right.
You have on it striker again when you Ashman.
So what is the point? What is the point?
Huh?
What is the point?
Advocate, let the man.
Because he scored 45 goals, meaning that Whisper shouldn't be given the chance. Where are those talents? One to Brian Brown.
Are you hearing me?
We need
Advocate, hold on, let him talk now. Bring him say, yeah, you're on a panel in a big boss and a warrior. You're gonna get your chance. Make him just talk, make him finish him point, and then you can't tell him what is his point. I'm the finishing point. Let him finish him point and you come in. Right after, yeah? Right after you come in.
That was only one. Cornell Learman. You have a next striker come up after him score 40 goals by the name of Ashman Bennett. 2-footed ball. Whisper cannot kick. No one of Whisper foot cannot hit the ball harder than that. Striker. Ashman Bennett. Just ask anyone about Ashman Bennett who used to play for Garvey Masio. Any foot. Lightning speed. That foot was horrible, man. Horrible. Dangerous. You have Brian Brown. You have Alan Atty, 2 football. Alan Atty.
Too fast. I'm writing him while you're talking here, because you're teaching me things, you know.
Yes, Alan Atty was on next one.
Alan Atty, all right.
Yes, for St. James, very fearing. That ball, he give everybody problem. I saw how much with the Man States player, and 5 defender could not stop him. I see 5 defender mark him at half line and he killed one of them. Lightning speed, he was just fearing, terrible. You have Brian Brown, you have Essanio Hall, you got that one from Godfrey Stewart.
He's a money cup dictionary. He's a money cup dictionary.
I saw numerous, even in Manning Cup, you did have Shamar Shelton for Georges, you did have the next baller, Kemal Malcolm. Whisper is nowhere near good like this baller. Where are they now? Where are they now?
Okay, so that's where your point coming from. You're saying that too much.
Where are they now? Because at that time, Imaxit. At that time, Jamaican was calling for those players to be in the national team. It's nothing new.
Okay. So, what say you on that? Because he brought us some name with some ridiculous numbers.
And in 2013, they was calling for Kesania Hall and a next baller from Manchester by the name of Isamnia Cohen. And you know, that's when Schaefer was here. And you know, Schaefer called them and they flopped at catching on. He put them literally. I was at the match when Schaefer come and view Kesania Hall at States. And he called him and put him in a match with the same Manchester youth they were hyping. Good baller in schoolboy football. Cohen, very deadly midfielder. Very good midfielder, and he used them in a practice match at Catching Hall. And they flap, literally flap.
Okay, so
can I say something?
Yes, advocates, yes, definitely come in because he made his point now.
All right. Now we are going to take it at a slow pace, see?
Yes. No, we have 16 minutes to go, so
take a slow pace. But we are moving at a moderate pace.
Yeah.
You remember what happened to Jeremy and you and Jeremy and Tuffy Anderson?
Tuffy Anderson and Jeremy and you. I know both of them.
Yes. You remember how talented they were in the JPL, how dominant, and it took an uproar from the nation to have them included in the Jamaica squad. You remember?
Yes.
You remember that Jermaine Yu to date is one of our best midfielder, attacking midfielder, and one of our best free kick taker.
He's definitely, he has free kick talent and everything, but it's hard for me to calculate.
Do you remember the few? I guess it was only one game he was called up on, and he assisted in that match. If your memory can help you out. You remember that Tuffy and this. And them at time I'm a little boy. In time they are Captain Burla run off the thing. And season back a season, Tuffy and this are the leading goal scorer. And them never give him a chance. The nation of the ball for him and at the latter stages when we can't make it to the World Cup, him get must 2 games. And him scoring on one of the match them. So listen, the nation have an eye for talent. Yes, when I hear the nation a call upon a specific player to get a chance, we must give them a chance. Now, JD, may I assure you something? If Whisper get a call for the national team and him get a game and him not perform up to par, that doesn't mean you're gonna throw Whisper away. It is obvious that Whisper is very, very talented. The way he dribbled with the ball, the way he executed and in finishes and everything. We need to build future. All right, now job for your next Jordan Fletcher. Remember when him there at Cornell College and him at? All right, and I see him where people that call him thing then at the national team. No, him never get placed in the national team immediately, but him joined Mobile United. And I believe he came on in the second half. And the very first chance he got, he headed the ball in the back of the net. Immediately after that game, he was included in the Jamaica squad, along with what's his friend name, man? What the next one name from Mobile? Where him did in the squad in the last World Cup squad. Peter Lee Vasso. Yes.
From Mobile,
No. Yes. All right. Jordan Fletcher at the time, he was very hot. We needed players like him in the national team. And sometimes them confidence high, them I go ride with them ego, and sometimes them ego go help to boost them performance. No, at the time, most of our young talents, they're not properly guided. Them not have no system, no proper guidance. Nobody around them to really educate them and teach them how professional lifestyle go. Because we not have the system where grow talents from a tender age. So now when they get included in the national squad, there are certain behavior where in the lack, him don't know how to, so Tapper drop the man from the squad. And you see the drop the man from the squad, everything went downhill. Now, I see him then in one league at India. Him basically wash up because India stop play football for a time and then him start play ball and thing until him there India and him not really make no solid move. I see them call him up for friendlies and to me but I think it's over. Hold on there. I think it's over for Jordan Fletcher in terms of farm. Because when you're in a farm, JD, hold on, let me say something. Yes, when a player is in farm, he might go ride on that farm and carry on. And you're going to know when a player have a bright future. There are some players right now where you can say that's it for them. Even though them say a man not dead, no call him dopey and anything is possible. But at the PS when I say Fletcher go, I don't think he might go back on that high level where he once was. So I say this to say that we don't build talents, we kill talents. Tapper Whitmore as a man from Mobile should never drop the youth. Him should have called up the youth in his arms and teach the youth the right way. Keep the youth in his squad. Them never do that.
We are continuing advocate. The problem is not advocate. At what point you put value on the clubs and them to do them job? Because you keep on saying the national team, like it's just the national team is just imprint for you see what clearly advocate. You see what you want the national team and the whole of Jamaica want the national team do, and that the national team do. Advocate.
All right, may I show you something? JD, catch you drift now. We have to make a change. Remember, you see when time Jamaica got the first World Cup. Me not even 1 year old as yet, Me a months. Me about like 5 months old when Jamaica go at the first World Cup. Are we yet to make another appearance? We continue doing the same thing every World Cup campaign. So what do you prefer, JD? You prefer to continue supporting the same failing system than to take the chance at something new?
Advocate, what you think? I love what I love where you're going, But all I'm saying is, Advocate, why we keep? Is it that someone say at the national team are the problem for the youth them now reach the way? Is it that somebody said that because I don't understand what the
JD,
national team have to do with it?
this
So
is the
what?
problem. This is the problem, right? We call a set of players to come player friendly, and then we dash them up. We call a different set of players. We are called 50 different players. We now have, all right, you remember when Schaefer did just get the job after we did fail the previous campaign, and Schaefer did get the squad, and him say, him a go build the team around Rudolph Austin from the last World Cup campaign. Him say, I build the team around Austin. I remember him they have a set of players, and that's why them they able to win the cup, the Gold Cup, Because
Yeah,
the team they should have make it to the World Cup, The
all
team
right.
they should have made it to the World Cup.
Advocate,
What?
what about an Advocate right after the guy left? The core of them played in go away. And then they put the next coach put in who you want put in after. Now that happened. Now that's why you don't see all them man back in the team. Now that happened, So I have a
Yes.
paper with all them, So all I'm saying, Advocate, but all of them man, the reason why the team they win so much, Advocate. You see now. Look how you go back, Go back to the team where actually performed well. And look at what all of those players did and see if I know the opposite of what you want to know. Because you want to take a man for this take out of not playing football and just put in a national team because he's up on a high. A high of what? A high of the Manning Cup and the Manning Advocate and the
JD,
champion. Manning Cup,
tell some people in the chat so we actually won the Gold Cup.
No, we're talking about the period. I'm gonna let me put it up on the screen. Let me put it up on the screen so we can go back to when Jamaica did well, and you're gonna see the players them. I'm gonna show you the players them. I won't even finish this up, But
Yeah, but when we get to what I'm really calling about, Zine.
Yeah,
No,
man.
Whisper 17 years old. We see what I'm capable of. Zine. Omari Hutchinson, 19 years old. Next 4 years, both players will be aged 21 and 23, respectively. We need to have a pool of players for the next 4 years. Or we say, all right, then we're going to build a team around Leon Bailey, Shamar Nicholson, and so forth. You see, Mikel Antonio, where me realize, I think the forward position is safe. Mikel Antonio will not be the same Mikel Antonio next 4 years from now.
Yes,
we need to start build for the future. And hear me now. I'm not coming on here to say Whisper is the best, Because guess what? I am yet to.
You get a call, Advocate. Let me take you away.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
All right. Before Advocate come back, because Advocate that take him call. All I'm saying, guys, is anytime we. Yes, Advocate, continue. Let's finish up fast because we really have some other thing to do. So just
finish up. Not to finish up quick. So may I say Whisper and I'm not gonna say Whisper the best, but he is a promising talent. Like the Brian Brown and all of the other great schoolboy footballers with promising talent. We need to preserve this one for the future, right? So we need to have him in and around the national setup, and not just him, other young talented players as well. We need to start rebuild for the next World Cup, and we need to start now. We don't need to wait until the beginning of the campaign. We go to England to go find some players who I refer to as the England rejects that you took offense to, but it's just the truth.
Yeah, believe me, that is the thing that hurt my feelings the most. Because if they are England rejects, me don't know what them ball Jamaica is, because them not have nothing. Them not have the football. Them not have the football education. And them not have the money as the next man. Them so them not have nothing. So I mean, I want to disrespect my own Jamaican people. So I will never do that. You get me? I will never do that. So you cannot call people rejects. Yeah, this is where I'm coming from. The disrespect of the rejects. Of course, I'm gonna take offense because if I go the other way and say those things, Jamaican people gonna hate me because me gonna say the next ball them not have nothing and them not have them not have nothing at all. So you can't call them on them English rejects. You get me? I say. So that is the problem. So I'm in the one disrespect nobody on the next side because remember when the youth them come here and play, them come to help us out, you know. And I like that we are help them really, you know. Them are fulfill some of them family dream. Like Michael Antonio said him father would have want him to play for Jamaica. You get me? Yeah, those are the things them. So the English rejecting and an offense. No, but me no know advocate can. Advocate, I'm here. I'm not hiding. I want to educate you on it because the problem is, you know, you have a lot of people who sell a bag of narrative and confuse the people them, and then me have to come here every time I clear it up. Me have been doing this for 2 years on YouTube. I'm kind of tired of it. You understand me? There is no English rejects because all me go say you have a bag of broke people while I am iPad and them not have nothing. Them not have football education. Them not have nothing. You understand me? So that me I go say in the other side and that sound disrespectful like me this my own. You understand me? So we cannot go around disrespecting the other youths. You cannot. The man, not Michael Antonio is not a reject. Michael Antonio met the national team and could have met the national team. Even when Michael Antonio played for Jamaica, 2 weeks before the World Cup start, they must say them wish Michael Antonio never played for Jamaica, so them could have actually pick him again for the World Cup going this time for England. A man that choose to come for Jamaica, literally, that's on Talk Sports. Go on Talk Sports and you see it yourself. You understand me? So all I'm saying is, guys, just please. It's like sometimes we need for this. It's like an ego we have. We have an ego that we think we're just the best at everything, and then realize you have a world out there. Bruh, half of we are not nowhere near the best at nothing. Advocate, Wagwan. No, you say Antonio couldn't make England team. Antonio made England team, advocate. So I don't know what you're talking about. He make England team more than once, bro. So why are you coming here with a false statement, bro? You see, it looks like people are telling things, advocate, and yeah, believe what the people are saying because it sounds more Jamaican centric. So, advocate, all I'm saying is, brother, I respect the way you articulate yourself, so we can hold reasoning, and you jump off of the program for reasons I don't know because I was not being disrespectful or anything. All I'm saying is, just let we live with respect in our life. Just let we live with respect. That's all. You get me? Just like how you can respect a local guys, just like how you can respect a local guy, just like how you can respect a local guy, you can respect an English guy. So I have the ability to know everybody then. And okay with everybody. Me not see no local guy better than no English guy. Me see everybody as the same. Me don't know why me the only person born in Jamaica. Sometimes it make me feel like I'm the only person born in Jamaica feel like that. It make me feel like me's a outcast or me and a real Jamaican or something. You get me? But believe I advocate. I came here the other day and I said, look how much other ballers. I was the one to convince Uno when they say Uno believe in a local baller because Uno only believe in a whisper. And me come and tell right now a bunch of players when we say them youth have serious talent and then me hear everybody start talk about them. So come on, man. Come on, man. Well, approach to life is just not nice, man. Just make we learn approach it different. So we have Dima. Dima, good day, Dima. What are you doing?
Yes, boss. Big up yourself. Me know if you actually finish the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
But me just have a couple questions for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in generational talent?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that in Jamaica we can produce generational talent?
Everywhere on planet Earth can produce a generational planet. Yes, I do believe that. Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, do you think that when you have found a generational talent, there are means and ways to fast track their progression?
Yes.
Okay. And you don't believe that Whisper is a generational talent?
That is my problem. I don't think he's the generational talent at this point then. Because generational talent can bloom at any point, you know. But what I'm seeing him doing in Manning Cup, I knew he could have
Yeah.
done that, but I knew you need more. to reach at the top level, because remember I am checking the other levels as well, just as Richie and just
Yeah,
as others. So that's why
yeah, but
I kind of word it that way.
remember we're talking about in a Jamaican context. We're not talking about
Oh,
like
oh God,
the
no,
world.
that's
Jamaican
sorry,
context.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me personally, right, and I guess everybody have their opinion. I like Mr. Just to hurry up. So for me, I believe that Whisper is a generational talent
Hmm.
out in a
In a
Jamaican
Jamaica,
context.
he just said he
Right?
wants to talk about Jamaica alone, just Jamaica alone. Yeah.
No, yeah, in the context of Jamaican football, I also believe that in order to fast track a Jamaican context generational talent, there is no issue with him transitioning from schoolboy football
Hmm.
to be a part of the setup in the national team. All right, I'm just gonna give you a little what you call it. I don't remember the word right now, but Trent Alexander-Arnold was was a generational youth product, right? When I talk about high school, obviously a club level we are talk, right?
Hmm.
Youth level, playing at midfield for the under 17s, come up all the way. Him a play midfield, right? He started to play right back when him come up. But the point is, if we did not spot a generational talent at the youth level and fast track his progression to the club level at the highest level, he would not be what he is today. You understand what I mean? So I'm saying for Jamaica, do something like that, having Whisper around the senior team, learning off of guys who play at the highest level, training. And if him get a one game, I don't see what wrong with that. If a man fail, he must still there around top talents in the team from over England and from wherever. And with this new coach, I believe that it will only make him flourish. When I see the harm, why people are saying him not in the team. Like, what's the problem with him going into the team?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get the
No,
big deal.
no, I just came up with my stuff, my stuff, what I have, because I've wrote down everything what they said. Obviously, you guys are gonna
Mhm.
say to me that Jamaica not follow a rule, especially not Jamaican J5, them not follow a rule, so them just so one thing. But I can only hold people to their standard. They said they are gonna work with professional players going forward, but they are gonna set different
Mm.
other lower tier things to get people. If they saw talent, they'll get them in a road to test them. So they have their talent evaluator. So clearly, if Whisper is that level, that they think they need him to be a part of the national program now, they are going to try and get
Yeah.
him in a program, because they literally said that. So all I have to do is just watch and see. But for to put him in the national team now, all people are actually saying is, just like we said, the Jamaican level, no problem. We saw that we have like 5, 6 players right now that's trying to propel in
Yeah.
England, and they were dubbed as England worldwide generational talents, especially the one in the
Yeah. Yeah.
defensive midfield that wanted to play for Jamaica. He never got a chance to play for Jamaica. You know. I don't know what him and the
Mhm.
coach would have, but he never get a play, because through them he say he have a slight injury and he maybe get attitude, something
Mhm.
like that we heard about with the coach. Him never get to play none at all. So him
Yeah.
now, you have him now. We're already generational talent worldwide with him dubbed as that. Those guys are going to
Okay.
be ahead of Whisper, you know. So how much slots you're going to have to put in Whisper? Me never have a problem if they want to put him around
No.
the program, but how much slots? And then JF forgot say them not have enough money for facilitate how much people. So me I say how much slots we are gonna put in if we have so much, the influx of overseas guys them are coming so much, and Whisper and
Mhm.
the number. So how much young youth you're
No,
gonna
but
put in for the program? So that we want to
no,
find out.
yeah, but it cannot be a case where that every time we have an international call up that there's not enough slots for one person go different. Like you can carry some for one time and then just change up for the next time
Okay,
to
so
just have him in and around the team. You know what I mean? So it's not like you gotta carry the same people all the time. I'm just saying
okay,
under this scope,
okay, okay.
under this court, right? Me just expect a different kind of structure, right? Like me see a whole heap of schoolboy footballers with who I thought were generational Jamaican talent,
Mm-hmm.
um, generational talent just fall through the cracks. I'm just don't want to see it for
Okay.
Whisper.
And you think
Prime
he's
example
already,
for me,
yeah.
I thought that Scarrow, Chevron Stewart was one of the wickedest thing come out of schoolboy
Mm-hmm.
football. And the man just fall through the cracks. Like me not see no footballer we may ever see play Manning Cup football like Scarrow. Zin, the man
Yes.
never normal. When everybody hype up Alex Marshall and all of them things, Scarrow was the man for me. And the man just fall through the cracks. Like, man, I think people in Jamaica just know how to spot talent and just work with them. Just have the man and just work with him, no? Even invite him to the training camp them for the senior team. That's all I said. Be in and around the team. That's all.
Okay.
All right, boss?
Yeah, respect.
All right.
All right. Yeah, big up.
I have one more point before I go.
Finish your point, Cohen, because I'm really try to close off the show.
Yeah. Every time I hear Jamaica national team mentioned, I hear people talking about schoolboy. It should be around schoolboy. You know how sickening this sound? They said Whisper went to Europe and dominate under 18 level in almost everywhere in Europe, England and everywhere else. He dominated under 18 levels, scored how many goals? Why does he came back to Jamaica to prove his point? To prove his worth of getting selection. Why didn't someone else, because if he goes so many places and dominated, how someone doesn't see this talented youth and pick him in academy to develop him? Why didn't one coach out of the many players he went, saw his talent as how Jamaica see it? Why?
Big boss, hold the point. Let me take leader and they follow. You continue your point, yeah. I just want to introduce him because me have to look at me and push the show to half an hour. So hold the point, go on. Hold the point. All right, because you make a good point there. You're cool on. Hold the point. And guys, thanks to all the super chat. We are gonna get to them, but let's bring a leader so he can say point and we'll move on. So leader, good day. How are you doing, big boss?
Yeah, man, I'm not too bad.
All right. So
okay.
you say the other point, right?
Point I wanted to make. When I heard him mention Siobhan Stewart's name, and let me tell you, one of the problems that Jamaica has is that it's just starting to get a culture now to get our youngsters who have the talent into a professional environment. Too long, right? We have had a time just after we had qualified for the World Cup. We started getting a lot of players overseas in England, that sort of thing. Sometime after, there came a time when a lot of the scouts trying to, I think, undermine the club system, told youngsters that they need to get into a junior college, that sort of thing, and then go abroad and they can get them into a MLS or something like that. And we lost a lot of talent that way. Just like we usually lost a lot of talent through track and field that way, a lot of our young footballers promising, and Siobhan Stewart was one of them that went away, same junior college route. It just didn't pan out because, if we need to make our youngsters know that if the ones, the few that actually have that talent that can carry them to the next level, we need to get them in professional, at least local professional environments, and then try to get them out. But the idea of sending them into a junior college, it's not going to, there's nobody going to go to a junior college and then you're going to see them going pro. I can't think of any. And that's one of the things that they need to fix. But right now, we have seen a change where we have the Phoenix Academy, we see some kids going that way. We have the Harborview Steelers, I think, the Cavaliers, I think. But we need more of the Premier League clubs to give opportunities to these youngsters when they leave school. Not even leaving school, because when a youngster is 19, that's not when we need to be grooming them into a certain habits, of a pro habits. We need to start to do it once they are much younger, 14, 15, whatever. So all I can say is Siobhan Stewart, I heard the thing, but he dropped through the cracks because of poor advice, basically.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And he's back here in the Premier League just bouncing around because he's not going anywhere again. He's too old.
Oh, wow. All right. So respect for that, my big boss. Yeah, man.
Man.
All right. Respect and thanks, sir. Yeah. So we're going to link up.
So you need to do an analysis of the under 17. I think by Friday we'll know how that team is looking.
We're going to do something different. We're going to do something back on it because we had everything planned in one. So we're going to do something back on it. So we will link you up.
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow. No.
Okay, we'll talk.
All right. Yeah. Respect. Yeah.
Okay then. Right, yeah, man. Okay.
All right, so that was the great leader. Let me go to them super chat and then bring in Kuan, because Kuan had a good point. So thanks, guys. Guys, get you up to 200 like if you can, man. Marcelo, massive respect. Thanks for the super chat. Says enjoy the conversation tonight. Yes, man. We have war with one Jamaican Guna, man. Him come in a war with me. Me no know what me and him have, but him have war with me. RJ, me send him the link and know him come on. He make the show this so long. Yes. All right. All right, so we are going to hold on. Then RJ, massive respect for the super chat. Dwayne, my brother, massive respect. Thanks for the super chat yet again. All right, yes, man. RJ again, thanks for the super chat. All right, yeah, man. That man, respect for the super chat, man. Massive respect. Yes. It's Chris Smith. How you doing, man?
Blessings, my brother Jay.
Yeah, man. How you doing? How you doing, bossy?
Yeah, I'm looking at the 2017 Gold Cup squad, right?
Yes.
And if people are trying to give players chances in the national team to expose them, I'm gonna run through the 2017 Gold Cup squad, and these players got opportunity in the national team. But what have they done with the opportunity that they got? Did it translate into anything positive, like getting contracts into clubs or anything? Let's start with goalkeeper Andre Blake. He did well. Rosario Ariat, where is he now? Damian Lowe just got into the MLS the other day. Ladale Richie, where is he now? Alvas Paul is in the MLS. Sergio Campbell, where is he now? Sean Francis. Ronnie Fisher got in the MLS. Juan Grandes, where is he now? Darren Mattox did it in the MLS. Corey Burke did it in the MLS. Michael Beans, where is he now? Dwayne Miller, where is he now? Shamar Nicholson did well. He's in Russia. Javon Watson did it in the MLS. Jermaine Johnson, Jermaine Johnson did it in that. Kavon Lambert was in the team from 2017. He was 20-year-old in 2017, right?
Yes.
What has he done? And he got so many chances in the national team. Remember, there was using the national team to bill him, to sell him now. But what has he done with the opportunity that he got in the national team? Did it translate into anything?
All right.
Owen Garden, he was in the national team in the Gold Cup squad 2017. What has Owen Garden done? Ricardo Morris, numerous chances in the national team. Did it translate into anything? Kemar Taxalines was a member of the Gold Cup team. He did it at the MLS.
Yes.
Jermaine Taylor was a member of the 2017 national team. Romario Williams. What has Romario Williams done? Has Romario Williams even got a contract in the MLS? And he got so many chances in the national team.
Fox.
So what I'm saying, JD, there's no national team that's gonna use to develop players. That is the responsibility of the clubs. Jamaica, I was listening to my dear brother Jamaican Guna, and he was saying that Birmingham gave Jude Bellingham a chance. Birmingham is a club. England never just gave Jude Bellingham a chance because he is an aspiring footballer. They gave him a chance because his quality is one of the best 19-year-olds on the planet. You get me?
Facts.
And at the time, he went to the England team at 17 years old. He was doing it in the Champions League. He was doing it in the Bundesliga. You get me?
Yeah.
Bayern Munich gave Musiala a chance. He was doing it at the youth level in Munich. You get me? He was already at England and a 17 player, and he was doing it at Munich in the age group levels, and then it translated into the senior squad in Munich, and he went in there and did it. They didn't just pick up these people because these people did some things and put them in the senior teams. You have to work to get in the senior team, to get in the national senior team. It is not no privilege. It is something that you're supposed to work hard and aspire to be, and actually do some work and show a body of work what you do to get in this team. For too long, too much players has been getting pushed into the national team, and we don't see nothing come of it. We can use Tariq Magee as a perfect example. Tariq Magee got opportunities in the national squad, which my dear brother Tariq Magee, he has talent. But we have to put context to things. And there's levels to things. Tariq Magee is in Belgium in a poor European club, and he can't even make the bench. And in the same European team, you have Africans who are 18-year-olds who are playing week in, week out in the same European team. So pushing players into the national team, it is not going to do no good for them. They need to go and play at a club.
And we have to say that Tariq Magee would have classed as a generational talent or the generational talent.
Tariq Magee is one of the best talent that ever come out of Jamaica. People are talking about Whisper now. Whisper is not even technical like a Tariq Magee when Tariq Magee was playing schoolboy football. Jordan Fletcher won the Costa Cup with Cornwall College. E and Peter Lee Vassell. When Peter Lee Vassell and Fletcher won the Costa Cup 2016 for Cornwall College, Whitmore didn't just draw them in the national team. They was in the Jamaica under 20. They and Bowes and them was in the Jamaica under 20. And Alex Marshall and them. You get me? When Peter Lee Vassell got his chance when he was at Harbourview, Peter Lee Vassell was performing and dominating JPL at Harbourview. And he got the chance to go to the MLS at LA. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So people should be careful. Or we are crying for schoolboys who has never even played professional football. It has to put them in the national team. Every 17 and 16-year-old around the world that get chances in their national team, they wasn't playing schoolboy football. They were playing professional football. Benny from Costa Rica, JD, Google him. He was playing professional football in Costa Rica. You get me? That's how he got into the national team, by doing well in the top league in Costa Rica.
Yeah, but what people saying, Bossy, the other countries, them Costa Rica and all them, and they have a footballing culture. So Costa Rican league is kind of a more well-known league.
Schoolboy football is a poor league now. It is not even good like in the 90s. So it's not a good measuring stick. JD, we're watching schoolboy football.
No, I know.
Understand the game. They can't even control their first touch are so poor.
I understand. I saw it
slow like a snail. But do they think that what Whisper do with centre halves in the Manning Cup, he can actually even do it at his age group level, like with the Americans, the Mexicans, the Costa Rican? That come out in a good academy and understand the game. We're not saying that hold on, quality, but there's levels to think he has quality on a Manning Cup level.
Chris, hold on.
JPL as yet.
I'm trying to.
Let's see Whisper in the JPL and see if it translates to that level.
Yeah, but all I'm saying about, remember, say, true, everyone has an opinion. And everyone will say they're coming off of an opinion base. I said, similar to you, I think that the Manning Cup is not at the highest level, but you can still see quality in it.
It isn't at the highest level. It cannot be a measuring stick to put people into the national team. People can't even man and things a party shop where on. For just put a man to score 2 goals, the Manning Cup in the national team, and I say better than people actually do it. Oh man, Bowes actually did it. Bowes did it at the JPL level. You think that Bowes just get something give to him? Bowes actually go there and work for when he wants. Liam Bailey actually went again because he had to work.
Yeah, but Liam Bailey just come and said nobody. Liam Bailey said everybody for work hard and make sure they don't miss any step.
Gardner got picked from Ulmers. Nothing, no Augusta. Gardner last year should be 1997 because he's born in September, so he could have played 97. But Gardner played his last year, 1995. That year that Charlie Smith won everything. That was Gardner's last year. Whichever program he come from, you guys can ask me. Anybody know Gardner from school days? They know that he played his last year, 1995. He didn't get picked from schoolboy football, my dear brother JD. Gardner got
but I literally no. But Jamaican gonna say make a slight mistake.
No, Gardner get picked from JPL. Whenever he actually management was saying, "Oh, you got picked from Manning Cup and you were Gardner."
No, but we know. So we know where him get picked from. Remember, so we did it in Jamaica. We know where him get picked from. We know him get picked from.
Actually, when the man got under 20, actually when the man he got under 20 because he have a hairstyle, he said that Liebert Alleman run him. Liebert Alleman didn't even use him in the under 20 because of a hairstyle. The man said Simoes came to a game and watched him at Harbourview, and when the game finished, Simoes called him.
I think Jamaican gonna make an error there, and him say he make an error.
Yeah, my dear brother, Jamaica gonna just made an error there. But my dear brother JD, what I'm saying, let Whisper even play at the JPL level, then you can use that to judge his standard.
Yes,
The
and I
kid
think
hasn't
everyone
even
would
played
agree.
professional football as yet. And people is
Alright.
getting, that's how low our standard is in Jamaica. No? You saw low our standards is want to match with sport, Mustard and Jude Bellingham. People that who are playing football at the highest level in the world, you know.
Yeah. Come on.
People that have their football IQ is so high. These people are educated in the sport called football. Because now Don said can't play for the level of Jude Bellingham and Mustard them play upon. You ever hear Jude them interview Jude Bellingham so intelligent youth is? As a 19-year-old,
Yeah.
so translate to him upon the football field. You see
Alright.
intelligent in the interviews and bright to game.
But
get
Chris,
me?
yeah, me I go make you finish your point here, so me can more argue a point, you know, because me just hear something. I'm more argue a point, and we have two people on the panel, so want you finish your point, so me can close out the
Yeah,
show.
that's all I was saying, my dear brother.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
respect.
Prove himself like a Leon Bailey
Yep.
or a Shamar Nichols.
Yeah, man.
Because nothing wasn't given to Shamar Nichols.
Yeah, JD, I want to say before you call and leave.
For a load
Yeah, but
of
the
goals,
problem
and
is
that's
that me I
how
get a
he
feedback.
got
Me I get a
his
feedback on the caller, so that's
abroad.
why, you know. So Chris, yeah, just listening in our chat. Come here, go fix something on the calling. That's why I never want to put the call in because it cause some little back feedback for me. So listen in our chat. Brian, I gotta ask a question if anything I call back in because the feedback I go. Yeah.
Nah, my brother.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Brian. Because me have co and as well for making points. So Brian, what you say, big boss?
Yeah, I'm general. All right. So, me not advocate for Whisper get selected in our team because I want me that schoolboy football. But at the same time, the people them, some of them, especially even the call a while ago, is being disingenuous.
Yes.
Peter Lee Vassell was selected to the national team mainly because of what he did in schoolboy football. Brother, Peter Lee Vassell don't have 10 JPL goal, you know, or 10 assists, you know. So
All
which
right.
part? So the caller said him dominate. More know which part him dominate.
Okay, no, I think he might answer that. But me I say, so but you yourself saying we can't do the same thing we did before and go on to make the same mistake. So Zimenez, Pearson, all them man, what them doing at JPL should not be the standing point where you get pick off. So would you go with the same thing like how him talk about Peter Lee Vassell? Would you use the same measuring stick to pick a next player again from out of the Manning Cup?
No, I wouldn't do it. No, I'm saying I'm not advocating. I don't think you should pick schoolboys to play in the senior team because they want to expose them. You get me? I say, but at the same time, what me I say, you see, based on what you was happening in the past, I understand the people them point because bossy Vassell went to the MLS combine thing and he was selected by LA. Brother, Vassell no play 5 match for LA, you know, before them loan him out to Phoenix Rising, you know. And at this time play, you know. Vassell used to play Premier League for Harborview. Him leave Mobile and go Harborview. Vassell don't have 10 goals and he don't have 10 assists. Me no see how them say him must support the point by saying Tapa pick him because him dominate JPL or it was RSPL them time. That never happened, brother. That never happened. So when the other people that make the point now, I say, yo, you pick a man from schoolboy football or whatever. What the caller should have said no is it was done in the past and it's not a good thing and it needs to stop. But you can't say you can't come down and try and say, boy, the rest of man them did dominate and it's me know the last player before we supposed to score 30 goals in schoolboy football was Fletcher, you know. Fletcher scored 33 goals for Cornwall, you know.
I know people brought it to my attention. Yeah.
You get what me I say? But at the same time, when me and him talk about what the next one name him talk about Lambert? Yeah, Lambert go to the national team when him young. But brother, I just show you see before Lambert went national team, him leave Jamaica and go on a trial and must say Iceland and one of them country there. When him there Mobile. That them time them just play Dakar Cup before him play JPL. Him play about 3 or 4 games for Mobile and then him go Phoenix Rising. Now me agree, so him not progressing, you know. And even when him invite me a national team, him never do enough in terms of say, yo, make the move. And not just national team alone, him not progress as a footballer overall. Him play 4 seasons in a USL for Phoenix Rising, who are one of the better team them in the USL Championship. So if him there excel or whatever, him probably could get a move to somewhere in Europe or probably MLS or wherever. But even though me don't want in an effort to try for downplay the whisper or whatever I'm do, them try to upsell the other players them. Just as I not agree with when whisper agent try to downplay the other players them for upselling.
No, me see where I come from. You support the point at the end, but in the process, you don't want other people to put down other people. Or for make the argument. Me get it.
Correct.
We get it. So yeah, man. I think we're very clear, guys. We are here for Jamaica. And what you see your point where just Brian Mighty are the same thing me that try to say at the start. Why is it every single time? Because me go watch. Remember, so me no know nothing, you know, Brian Mighty. Me no know nothing. When me come here about schoolboy football, Richie, obviously, you know, me talk to Richie them. Me not really know nothing about the schoolboy nothing. Me did play nice schoolboy football but a long time that. I mean, I know nothing about going to Jamaica or nothing. So me just come now. I try apply what me I learn in a school and everything, and to what I go on and what we know about what I go on in a football where we go places and stuff. So that me I try apply for see who are the good baller and everything, so we can pick out a few ballers and the man them can identify the talent them and we'll go forward. That's the whole plan here. So me come here now, but Whisper was the first man when me come here for watch Whisper alone. Because me did say before, me said 5 months ago, if Whisper playing a Man in Cup, he might go score a billion goal. And everybody say me a madman. Me gonna show you how wicked people stay in it, Brian. Me sorry, my Imaxit channel shut down, but everybody know what me attack. Me say this with Richie say, me think say it I got teach you when you get experience overseas and a man is truly talented from Jamaica, what him could do. So Whisper gonna be that hybrid for break the train for show you which where youth can do when him use the overseas education for put to test with the talent them truly have. Me say the man I got score a million goals. So when people come here and real themselves and think the reason why I'm not surprised because me they tell everybody before him kick a ball in the Man in Cup. Because me never honestly I disrespect the Man in Cup, but me know say him have him was one of the most talented player naturally. And me I say, but this is how me I try to show you why we want all of you them to get the best education. Because he might get the best education, the best track and the best everything. I mean know everything where them get because me have to apply them every day in the system and them stuff there. So I know what him get and I know the advice them when them keep and get them and him can repeat certain things. The youth them have that opportunity there, Brian, none at all. A man stop off at 45 today on exact running and tomorrow him can continue exactly there. Nobody not have them resources there in Jamaica like for keep them youth up on the same level. So now you have a youth where they go through a cycle of that for a year or so. You understand me?
Yeah, but the next thing to that, you know, is those people have to understand. You see Phoenix player them, and you have to give credit for them ratings.
Yes,
and them train right through the year, you know, brother. So, you me can tell you this, you know, you may have a player out here, you know, at other schools, you know, who may be equally as talented as Whisper, you know, but he will not be able to perform at his level because Whisper train every day, him constantly repeat and work on him craft and him fitter, him stronger, and also him go overseas, him get the exposure and him thing the same learn. So you have to give out like ratings for that too, you know, the fact that him understands say, yo, for the youth them develop and be good, they have to constantly work on them game. Not just come summer, camp for 2 months or camp for 1 month, play a 3-month competition and stop. Them constantly are train and work hard on them craft and things. So you expect you will see the result and that you see now.
Yeah, but what me I try to say now, Brian. The problem is, you know, remember say I try show Mr. Speed them where they talk about madness. You understand me? So me want to use Whisper as the actual prime example. See a person where have the talent in Jamaica and have the exposure towards the elements and look what I'm gonna do. Because I tell him Speed them face, you know. Pan interview him and say, wait till Whisper go in at the Man in Cup, he might score 1,000 goal. And he might embarrass people because you gotta learn the process towards things and you can't cheat the process. So because remember we didn't have a little bag of talk, say he might try to force people in the team. I mean I say, I'm gonna show you what certain process goes with hand to hand. So true, give him credit. And the next point we point out, remember somebody said, I come here for see Whisper. But when me leave here, Brian Mighty, you hear how much player me talk about after?
Yeah.
You hear how much player me talk about after, and me tell people say me see some player where equal before Blake play with Whisper. What me say? When me start the stream, me say me want to see Whisper battle with Blake now. You know me I look on me now look on the run pass skill and them stuff. You know me I look on the brain, how the brain I think. Because every time I see Blake, because no, look, Whisper have the training, the high caliber training, but Blake has the high quality games. Then when him go to play now, even him get 6 love, the CCC, the Concacaf league, a 6 love, but him a play against people who are trying to look professional career in a real time, big time football. People value 4 or 5 million already, so it not have a problem if him get 6 love against him. He might learn, and he was one of the best Waterhouse players on the field as well. At the same time. So when we see him map the corners them for lock him down with the other players them, because the players them not equal as good as him, that a Blake, but him use the players them so good for stop Whisper every single time. Every single time. So even the Whisper get into the space, him find a way of shut him down there. So me at that middle look point. So that only goes to show to me, bro. Say you have some super talent. Me not hear nobody talk about Blake as talented as Whisper. Me not hear nobody say that, But Mr. Blake not get no name something, So what you do support?
Cause you see in Jamaica we have a tendency to only praise attacking players and goal scorers. So we not really have a proper players who good defensively or we think out the game or them really, because we just have a more tendency for like attacking players and goal scorers.
Okay, that means we not identify talent. So all of the talent identifiers, them not identify talent then. Because we just see a man, just as how we can hype Whisper now, which is good. Why is it we can look on it and say, damn, at this level now, it looks like maybe Whisper, because Blake can't make the national team, so maybe Whisper maybe need to take a little back step now, and we maybe have to start look and say, boy, Blake look like a talent then, because if Whisper is good, I would think he need to be then at the national team. It simply means Blake, we need to start look for Blake now. Maybe Blake could be the defensive central we are trying to make then. Just push him up further because we have Damian Lowe and we have Ethan Pinnock at the point. So we could start turning him into a defensive central then, because it looked like he might think out the game and we see him play on a big man level. In a under 20, he was one of the better players. So him the only Jamaican barn Fuzzy mentioned where him thinks he can go the next level mighty.
Yeah man.
Everybody is a foreign barn here. Him mention no Zimenez, him mention no Pearson. Him said Blake with all of the big forward, the keeper and the next centre back, and them 4 they mentioned. So clearly, even though we are beat Fuzzy, Fuzzy have a talent then, because Fuzzy not turn up, him not do everything where Fuzzy same can do. So you see it. So sometimes we have to be careful. Even the man we don't like the most can turn up and do something good, because Fuzzy did tell us Blake is a good baller. And what me I see, if we are world Whisper up on this high level, me see Blake can do the same thing, and he might do the same thing for the entire tournament. And then does Whisper alone him lock down. Him play good for the entire tournament, because we had him on our list from before him play Whisper them, and he was always a key part of the JC team. So when we are looking at the talent, this a 10-part series if we do for this, Brian, because how can Jamaica Reggae Boyz get success? A 10-part series, man, because we can't manage more. We're gone almost 4 hours and we don't touch all of the points them. We are saying, people, you have a levels to football. We have a levels to football. What we have in Jamaica, we have raw talent where we can nurture, because I saw the talent. Me come here and me see Aldridge. Look for sure in mighty. Me I can show you how people no rate my footballing skills, like how me analyze, From 7 matches ago, me tell them say Aldridge is a good baller. Him strength, in power, but him first touch is poor, and it lead to a deficiency in him second touch, and that's why him can't score so much goals. You see, from I tell people that the amount of time it bounces off him foot time cause problems. And nobody just say, boy, Jano, oh JD, look on them something there. At them something the scout look on and know how much work them have to do for you and the level where them are scout for. You understand me, Brian? And that people have to tell the people. At that people are telling people himself, and a man see that, and you have peace, power, and everything. I must say, boy, Jano star. How long me gonna teach him for control better? Because you see, whisper touch is way better than my boy. When me again, me just mention him.
Aldridge.
Whisper touch is first touch is way better than Aldridge. But one thing, Aldridge's power is way more than whisper. You understand me? So you might have something where whisper have two different ways. You get me? But I know everybody, people have different levels of development. Them come for one level. Them now go come and say, I'm have to teach them enough if I control away because the game faster and maybe the space is not gonna be too bad because by the time you control it, everybody closed down on him. So it's like a Lukaku out there on the wing. Not saying he's a Lukaku because I think he's a good baller and he might learn, he might improve. Because I see he might get picked for the Mullins in the right. Mullins in the Brian, same way.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Yes, I'm a good baller. I rate him highly, but those are the little things they have to work on. So I see so much of them. But you have to understand, say, if a man don't pick you, so just like how me can do as a scout now and come in and say, yo, the first touch from the man not good enough, and maybe it'll take a little time to develop, so I can't pick him. As soft as he could have looked on something in a Whispers game at the time, because Whisper had play calls. He made a play calls and a play trials with the JPL players them. That's how he made a do. So maybe the man see something at the time and couldn't get it out of him. So what he did is just pick the guys them that are more ready. So we need to kill certain argument and reason it out logically. And that's all, you know. That's all. You know? And that's what me just fight to tell him, Brian. That's what me I fight to tell him from day one, you know. And it's like none of them want to listen. Them just want to say, yo, man for the the team, them don't want a constructive conversation. But I think it reached a good point now, you know. Bibi play JPL from 16 years old. Yes, but Travis, Bibi, very good. One thing I think people don't respect with Bibi. In at the time when the war started in 1998, because people keep on overplay this, but this overseas and local was a thing from 1998. It's not lie, it's true. You have film on it, guys. If you're too young, you have film on it. You understand me? So you can go there. What the difference with Bibi? Bibi they have a organization about himself. He may have a principle about himself. You understand me? Professionalism is the word. He may have a professionalism about himself. You understand me? So I think that's what helped him to advance faster. But then most of the guys never really have the professionalism because remember, say the man made in the culture. And at that time, not say we never professional, but in a footballing terms, we never think we needed professionalism at that time. You get me? Yes, so that was the difference why Gardner made it that time. He brought something completely different. You get me? JD, you're too lie. You never played schoolboy football. Okay. We are talking about Bibi Gardner. And if you hear people come from a program and tell us I'm play for schoolboy football, so I don't know what you talk about Dr. Joyful. I think you're very much losing a screw if you think I don't play. Maybe I don't go around and glorify myself and what I did play. All right. Yes. So be careful. Be careful, Dr. Joyful. All right. You literally heard people come on my channel and tell you what I did back then. Me not need to come and tell you, Dr. Driver, what me did do. People come here and tell you what I did. You know? So yeah, me not need to do that because me not need to use that in order to tell you who me is, you know? I think your work should speak for yourself. JD has such Okay. Almost scored a real talent. PZ16. Oh, Brian Mighty roll up. Me don't know what happened. Two different midfielder. Yeah, but at the end of the day, guys, the end of the day, we have a lot of youth. We have a lot of youth inside the country that's doing good. We saw them. Whisper definitely up there at the top. So we're not gonna deny that. But at the end of the day, don't let we glass around the other youths them. Just as though we take around Whisper, take around the other youths them. because you never may know if a dollar that you can add to their success would help them to reach other places. And that's the attitude that I wanted people to have from day one. You understand me? But it's because they come off on only one player. I'm just saying, look at others. Much advocate. So Kwan, sorry about that, big boss. Finish up your point, big boss. Sorry about that, yeah?
Yes.
Advocate, don't come here and tell anybody about them mother again, brother. Don't do that, brother. You cannot behave like that. All right? Yes, continue. Continue, big boss.
Yeah. What I am saying is that if this kid is so super talented and he going to the world of football, Europe, that's where the eye-catching football game is playing right now, the best football. And he went into that environment, so super talented amongst his peers, dominated under 18 level, scoring a lot of goals. How no coach, not one coach out of that region hasn't identified his talent, so he could be a part of their academy for future success. Why did he came back to Jamaica to try prove himself in a amateur level where sometimes you can't feel.
You have an answer for that. His personnel themselves said that it's because he couldn't sign a contract at the time, you know, and because he doesn't have a citizenship of one of those countries, so he couldn't sign certain things at the time, you know, and he would have required to have at least certain things in the national team. 75% upwards of starts in the national team, or the club has to buy him as a special talent. You understand me? Yeah, so clearly one of those things never got started, hence why he's not there, you know. Yes,
But when you look at it this way, when club is searching for academy player, young talents, no agreement, contract agreement doesn't come into play because you are underage.
yeah,
I'm talking about academy. To be a part of an academy is different requirement. Long as you have the age, I don't think it's require no national caps. That's where when you're over here 18, because 18 years old and 19 doesn't consider as part of an academy is 14, 15, 16. Consider academy players. You cannot reach 18, 19, 20, 21 and say you are academy. I'm talking about academy requirement different. Dishane Bedford from Rossies went to a trial at West Ham. I think it was 2015 when he was about 17 years old. And he said the coach impressed of him. But the reason why he couldn't sign him because he already passed the academy age. And at his age, he would have to maybe represent the national team and some more stuff. I don't remember everything, but I can remember a few. But if he did has the age, they would have signed him for the academy. But he passed that age, so that's why he have to win. He did return and came and play schoolboy football. And in Europe, there is different requirement across every country. England requirement is different from Belgium, from Netherlands and Spain and those countries. So I'm saying that how comes if you are super talented, they're gonna find some way to sign you because everyone is looking for talented players. And whenever Time Scout sees talented players, that's what they do for their works. Wherever there goes, they're gonna see talent. And whenever time they get to that talent, they're gonna sign them because you need talent for future success. Why Craig Butler, every day he's fighting with Rudolph Speed and JFF, fighting for Whisper to be in the national team and to use under 20. If you are good enough, Leon Bailey didn't play under 20, and Leon Bailey reach places. Boza didn't play schoolboy football, but he still reached places. So schoolboy football doesn't guarantee you success. Most talented players play schoolboy football. It's just a downfall.
Your
because
Balakar, we are right now. Like, no. We just make go and finishing point, and then we continue part 2 tomorrow at 3 hours and 47 minutes gone. Me tired Balakar. Me literally come out of my sick bed, to come complete this, Yeah, man. You
if
continue.
you are serious, if you are serious about football, schoolboy football is not the place to be. Schoolboy football is just
The
a
Balakar is
place
not
of
anymore. Call it.
extracurricular activity among
Jesus Christ, man.
school competition. If you confident in the youth, you're not gonna have him playing schoolboy football and said maybe if he doesn't matriculate into that level, you should
Me tell Balakar said tomorrow me I continue the series and Balakar call in for me have to
No,
give him more time. But that's the thing, big boss.
just the general from the panel.
yeah.
And because to play school football, yeah.
Huh?
Where's that?
Shamar Nichols to play schoolboy football, but he only play 1 year.
Yes, so we don't know that.
He play for Trenchtown.
Yeah, man, he play for Trenchtown, man. He play for Trenchtown, yeah. So we don't know that.
And he leave. In same school, I get too much beat now, so he stop playing. And he just go to start play big man football.
Yeah.
Well,
and the other hand, if he says some my time, we as Jamaican, me myself including I, when you are talk about certain player, I see say we need to do some research because me already talk about Whisper, and if you remember, so Whisper used to play in a Brookhouse Valley.
I'm asking, I'm Balakar, son, what is Brookhouse? Please explain to the people what is Brookhouse then.
It's our academy.
Okay.
High school is our academy. We then go to school and everything. Something happened where a lot of people know what she talk about. So
okay.
We just try to correct the caller.
So no, but I asked the caller, Balakar, ask the man, ask him, I say me have the answer.
You know, sound like him ask.
No man, I ask him, I tell him something.
The question if he's so super talented and he dominated, why is he playing schoolboy football? He returned to play. I'm asking because if you are super talented and you have that skill to reach the higher level, you're not gonna play schoolboy football to prove anything to nobody.
Go on. Let me Balakar finish. Finish Balakar.
Why you not listen? He's not super talented, super talented enough. An incident happened when it have to leave. So you have to understand, everything cannot talk on the internet.
Okay. Balakar. Listen me. May I say something to you? His father said he returned because I hear it on a next program. I don't know tribute. Yeah. So I reason why. Because I asked the question to find out how true it is. Because I heard people mentioning that his father said the reason why he returned to play schoolboy football is because if he doesn't make it into schoolboy football, to professional football, he has the education to do something else. That's the argument I heard. That's why I came here and asking the question why he returned. Because
Balakar, I understand what you're saying, but you call him Balakar and tell him say something happened where you can't talk. But remember, said that's not what him father say. That him say him not hear him father say something different. So you know what tell him if Billy trusts you and him enough for
no, I'm not tell him to trust me. Yeah, I tell him that.
Okay, but you're enlightening, to something new, because me never know what you're saying, because what him say me hear to,
Yeah, man, work with that man.
Okay.
Carla, the youth is talented, and we all are gonna see. And me here you talk about under 20 and this. If the youth deserve in the under 20 squad, it deserve in it. Come on, man. We need to talk football the right way. Just like this is England.
16 years old. Have so many.
Him supposed to enter the national team also. We need to talk the football the right way, man.
All right.
Understand?
All right.
You
You hear
have
me?
your, me
You hear
can't
me?
run down your opinion. Me have my opinion.
All right, big boss. So yeah, man, just finish up a point, go on. I'm gonna shut the show because we can't hold the people so long time people them there, and
Oh,
yeah, finish your point, big boss.
what are you saying
Um,
on that in national team? People to start bring this narrative about schoolboy footballers to be around the team to for development. National team is nowhere for development. You cannot develop in around national team. You get only 3 days preparation to play a games. You have to do develop in clubs, academy. You have to do something before you can earn a call up. The national team is for pride. You have to earn it. You cannot just come and say this like schoolboy. You do something at a schoolboy levels, not even a club level, and you calling for someone. We see it over and over where schoolboys fail in Jamaica. Done great. Dan Whisper, Kahim Paris scored 30 goals 2017. It was not Jardian Fletcher. Kahim Paris was the last person to score 30 goals.
all right, so
Who
Carl,
come
go on. 1:30 my time, go on. Me know you're
okay.
frustrated, yeah, but you make a point, big boss. So
Yeah.
we not about people them. So them are gonna keep them opinion. Them not change. Cause me, so me I say, them I say, we da try find a resolution, but this look like a further in the news. So it's part one. we look like we have to do some more studying as what Balakar claimed to say, and then we will return back after the World Cup. All right. So thanks everyone that participated. Travis says, Imaxit open Blake don't fuzzy claim. Well, we're gonna watch to see. All right. Yes, man. So guys, thanks very much. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so because remember we're here to have conversation. You know, in order for the show to be seen, you have to hit the like button and support the show. That's all. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Get us back on our way back to 20,000. We're our old channel over. So our old channel was, to be honest, because it's one. Now we have two channels. We have an international one, and we have more of like a Jamaica 80 Suriname type one by itself. So that's what we're doing here. So we tried to go and scout football, get as much information as possible, and kind of come and bring us something different. So Mr. Dre and them man will come in and I try to tell me what me never do to the category. I know my purpose in the category. I'm not ask me, I tell you. All right. So I have done what I came here to do. All right. Yes, man. So thanks very much for the continued support. Massive respect. Stay safe and see you in the next one. All right. Peace out.